40 shocking years.
GWAR, the band from hell.
1.3 million album sales, 22 releases, 319 songs, 200 million streams, and 50 million video views. 2,601 shows, 2 million tickets sold, 2,418 politicians and public figures killed, decapitated, flayed, or otherwise eviscerated on stage.
They've already been banned.
Banned in 3 countries in the 90s. 10 feature-length films, 11 comic books, 26 TV appearances, 3 strategic war games, 1 crack-addicted dinosaur. 347,559 parents terrified, 4 popes enraged, 2 arrests, 1 phallus confiscated, 0 convictions. 1 bar, countless tragedy, 2 Grammy nominations, 40 years of shock rock, still your lords and masters.
Lord lives, motherfucker!
And still, Beavis and Butthead's favorite band. GWAR, 40 shocking years.
Imagine Alice Cooper with about 1/100th the money.
If the Cramps had been a heavy metal band.
Crazy as H, blood-splattered, ear-splitting hilarity.
The Wizard of Oz meets splatter horror films.
The gag is, you're in the splash zone.
You're covered with goo and blood, and if you're not completely soaked, you didn't have a haunted garage show.
It's like going to a horror movie, except it's actually happening.
It's basically walking into the most brutal, gory film right in front of your face.
It was probably the best part of my life.
I think of him as a guy with commitment to his art.
That's Dookie. I mean, he wants to take it as far as he can take it.
You gotta see this band.
Wait a minute, are you gonna get this?
Oh, thank you.
Hello! It's me, Kevin Vonesper, and you are watching the GWARPod. And look, I did it right. I ended up in the right place on the screen this time. So I'm getting better at this. You know, after 85 episodes or so of my regular show, and this is episode 51 of the GWARPod, and I'm finally learning. Hello, everybody. Today we are just hanging out. We're going to talk about toys. Thank God, I need someone to talk about some GWAR toys with. And we got some people in the room. I don't know if he's here or just left this. Humongous says he'll be tearing it up with Rick's Picks at the GWAR show coming up. Okay. Me too, hopefully. Hello, Irish Rose. Yo, Billy. Is that Billy Bohab? Oh no, it's you. Yeah, I know. Beware, it's me. Yep. What's up, Billy Bohab? All right, I'm gonna do this before I forget about it. I got a few more fortunes in my what is this called? The clown box or whatever. This little Faith No GWAR thing here. All right, let's see. What do you think I'm gonna get? I bet you it's gonna be lyrics from Land of Sunshine. Pat yourself on the back and give yourself a handshake. And sing and rejoice. And sing and rejoice. Okay, let's just get right to the show. Welcome to GWARPod. We'll be right back with Rick's Picks. Now everybody sing the theme song. GWARPod.
GWARPod comes from on GWARPod. 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 GWARPod.
My God, these are stale as hell. What up?
Yo.
I'll save the rest of that for later. All right, let me put my fortune back. Rick's Picks is here with us. Yay! Everyone give him a round of applause. Yeah, it's sort of live. It's live, but you can't hear the audience. Hello, GWARPod. Yo, Clip Roth is here. What's up? Excellent. We got a nice little room here. So, Rick, what was like your first toy collection, or like when did you start collecting toys, and what was it that you were collecting?
I started collecting toys very young. I was a kid, collecting toys. Like I started out with Star Wars. Star
Yeah.
Wars was the first big toy line that I collected when I was younger. And I followed up through with that as I got older, then G.I. Joe and so forth. So if I had like half the stuff that I had when I was a kid, I'd be rich at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you still have any of that stuff?
I have a few of some of my older stuff. Like I do have my Inhumanoids, some of the Centurions. Getting hold of old G.I. Joe and Star Wars is really hard because they're really highly sought after and they're expensive.
Yeah, I sold. Man, I took so long I took all my GI Joes from when I was a kid, and all the weapons and everything were just in big piles, and I meticulously went through the websites to like match things back together, and then I sold them as collections, based on the series that it was. And unfortunately, I got rid of all my GI Joes, but I still have my He-Man figures, and I still have my Star Wars from back in the 80s. Well, probably some of those were my brother's, but he left them, so they're mine now.
Yeah, unfortunately, my collection went to the way of my mom sold them all at a flea market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're too old for toys, Rick. We're getting
Yeah.
rid of these.
So then, I guess maybe a couple of years ago, I started collecting again after my first marriage. I started really collecting again, and I started that collection off with the Transformers Masterpiece toys.
Are those new ones? I'm not as familiar with the
They
Transformers.
came out, and I want to say early 2000s. What they are is they're the original Transformers, the G1 Transformers, made by Tarka, and they're fully posable and fully transformable. You remember with the original Transformers toy, you might have had like an elbow joint, maybe a shoulder joint. These things, you can fully pose them. They're
Nice.
actually great figures. Expensive, but you get what you pay for too with them.
Right. So now, have you tried to how much have you tried to recollect your childhood collection? Or is that something that you aspire to do?
It is something that I am working on. So a couple of my toy lines, I filled in the gaps. Like I said, the Inhumanoids up there, I have the complete line of them. I had a couple of strays from when I was a kid. And so I completely filled that line. I'm working on the Centurions because I want to complete that line as well. I'm starting with some of the smaller ones first.
Gotcha.
Because they're easier to complete. Like the Centurions only had like maybe one wave, so you could get all the figures, accessories, except for one or two hard to finds and so far. But this the Inhumanoids is definitely, I love those damn things. They're fucking awesome.
Right on. And then what I'm guessing now you just collect as you go along when things come out, right?
I'm keeping up with some of the newer trends because of the channel. So like G.I. Joe Classified's a big toy line these days.
What's that all about?
So
are they like the original? How big are they? And
they're the 6-inch figures. So what they did was they redid the original G.I. Joe line in a 6-inch figure set with a lot more detail and so forth. And they're actually bringing out vehicles. Matter of fact, I feel like one of the prize pieces to my collection is the Cobra Rattler.
Okay, cool.
So it's made for the 6-inch figures, and that thing is like huge. Like the wingspan goes beyond this table.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And is that your favorite now? Like what's your favorite current collection?
Ooh, that is hard. Because there's a lot of really good collections that I have. It's hard to just name one. Like a lot of my Masters of the Universe figures are definitely part of that.
Yeah.
They have the Origin line, which what they did was they took the original figures, gave them more points of articulation, and made them a little bit more posable. So they were meant for kids to play with, but of course the collectors got it. Like
yeah. Do kids even buy action figures anymore? I think it's all probably just for adults now.
There are some made for kids, but I hate to say most of your toy lines nowadays are geared to people like me.
Yeah.
Who lived through the 80s and 90s, remember this stuff.
And like, it's not on my phone. I don't understand what to do with it.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, and then Masters, they also released the new Eternia lines where they're the high detailed figures.
Right.
And the nice thing about both Masters of the Universe and the G.I. Joe Classifieds is they're still keeping them in relatively cheap, prices. Like most of their figures will go somewhere between 25 to 30 bucks, which isn't bad because your average figure usually goes somewhere to 40, 50 and up.
Oh, wow.
Especially when you start getting into like Nika, Super 7, and we ain't even going to get into the Japanese brands.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Because those are insane.
The other thing I collect when I see them, there's no like specific line, but it's Phantom of the Opera toys.
Oh, nice. I'm a huge Phantom of the Opera fan myself.
Oh, good. Do you have any Phantom toys?
No, I haven't been able to get a hold of it. I didn't even know there really was. I mean, I know, I think Nika did the original Phantom from the silent movie.
I have that, yeah.
I never knew that they, are you talking about the musical?
Not just the musical, anything. Like, I mean, God, I wish I could turn my computer around. They're all on my wall that I'm looking at. Like, I have the NECA ones. I have the old, like, they had, like, Universal Monsters. I don't know if they're bobbleheads or not. There's a Iron Maiden Phantom. There's a Gremlins Phantom. All sorts of just random things.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And those are a lot of fun. So send me your Phantom toys. Man, I wish they would make a toy line of the musical. Those would be really great. But
that would be
so
great.
Much.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the original show CD set somewhere.
Nice. Like
the original recording of the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a big Phantom fan. That's like my other thing. I have my GWAR cave over here, and then I have an entire closet over on this side of Phantom stuff. Not just toys, books, movies, CDs and records, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And the weirder the better, like I want to see how bizarre it gets.
Oh yeah. Well, probably one of my more bizarre toy lines is I do collect Berserk.
What's that?
I don't know if you ever heard. It's a manga / anime.
No, I'm not that familiar with those.
It's very dark, very, let's just say, adult. So I can see GWAR fans liking it. Basically, it's this guy. He's a lone mercenary, gets involved with his other mercenary team, led by this dude named Griffith. They become good friends. Long story short, he betrays them. Whole world goes to shit, and he kills demons.
Nice. All right. Cool.
And that's the gist of it. I don't want to say too much because it gives away plot points.
Sure.
But over here, like in this corner right here, I have all the Berserk guys there, which are pretty cool.
All right, I'll check it out.
And yeah, they're if you want to watch the anime, go with the 97 version of Berserk. They made newer ones and they weren't so good.
Right on. Well, there's your recommendation, everybody. Go watch the Berserk. So, are you going to see GWAR tomorrow?
Yes, I am. Billy and I are both going to go, Cliff.
And that's what in the Philly show?
Yeah, it's the Philly show.
Yeah, I'll be there the next night in New York.
All right.
Times Square Palladium. Here we go. All right. So I guess we could talk about GWAR. How did you first get into GWAR?
Well, I got into GWAR when I was in high school. Now we're talking about early 90s here.
Mm-hmm.
My one buddy, Brad, he found me one day. He's like, yo, man, I just got a hold of this video. I was like, you got a hold of the video? Okay. He's like, yeah, it's this band called GWAR. The video is called Live from Antarctica. Okay, cool. So it's cool. They like kill people on stage and they shoot blood all over the place and what have you. You got to watch it. I was like, all right, yeah, sure, man. I'll come over and watch it. Sounds cool to me.
And what were you like listening to at the time?
At the time, I was just getting into metal. Mm-hmm. So Metallica just released the Black album.
Right.
I had a cousin who just came down from Alaska who's a huge metalhead, which had a huge box of metal and punk cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is after school, I would just come home, pop in a couple, cassettes and just listen to everything. Like the first real metal album I actually heard was Suicidal Tendencies.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. That was my introduction to metal right there.
Gotcha. And was Live from Antarctica, was that like new at the time, or had it been
Pretty
out for a
much,
little
yeah.
bit? Yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about 1990, 91.
Yeah.
So that was relatively new, yeah.
I was a few years after. I think my first, no, I know for sure the first GWAR album I bought the day it came out was Ragnarok, so I must have been fully into them by like 1994.
Yeah, the
I
first
was
one,
young.
brand new, when it first came out that I got was America Must Be Destroyed.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because Scumdogs was already out, and believe it or not, at the time, I didn't even know Hello existed.
Right. They probably wanted it that way.
Well, it was funny because obviously you were talking about early 90s, so there's no internet or nothing. So
Right.
you only knew what you saw at the record store
Mhm.
or, word of mouth. So I wound up going to another buddy's shortly after and hanging out at his place, and he actually had the Hello cassette.
Nice.
Like, wait a minute, GWAR has another album? I only thought they had the 2 albums. So then I actively sought it out.
Yeah, yeah. Cliff is going to be at both nights, so I guess I'll be seeing Cliff in New York.
Oh, there you go.
Cliff, did you make any t-shirts for these shows? Because I'll have my camera. As long as everything goes well, I'll be taking before and after photos. Oh, you want to see my new toy? Look at this. This is not an action figure kind of toy, but I bought this like raincoat for my camera finally for GWAR shows. We're also gonna see this weekend how that's gonna work out, because I think I've ruined too many lenses probably going to GWAR shows, and I can't afford to do that, man. So we're gonna test that out. All right. So I'm guessing if I'm trying to go through the timeline here, the first GWAR toys were probably the miniatures for Rumble in Antarctica, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they made those, and I got a bunch of them sitting here actually.
Yeah, let's do some show and tell.
Well, first,
and were you collecting them at the time when they were coming out?
No, I actually got into them when I started getting into Warhammer 40K.
Oh, okay.
I had a roommate who was a huge Warhammer fan. So him and I started playing Warhammer, and then I found out about the figures, and I thought, man, GWAR would be awesome to lead a battalion of Noise Marines. If you're not too familiar with Warhammer 40K, Noise Marines are a division of the Chaos Marines. They're like the evil versions of the good guys.
Okay,
They're
cool.
demonic Marines.
Gotcha.
So the Noise Marines use heavy metal music, sort of like instruments to attack, humans and sound waves and stuff. So they have like huge pipes on the back, guitars and stuff like that. So I was like, dude, GWAR leading a legion of Noise Marines. How can you go wrong?
And then did you find out that they did put out? So when around was this when you got these miniatures? Because I think they came out probably around 1990. No, let's see. I got the book here. When did the book come out? I don't know if I've ever actually read this thing.
I think it was mid 90s, because if you look in some of the old Slave Pit funnies, I think they actually
99.
Yeah. They actually had like some stuff for them, in the back of it, if I remember right. But yeah, I had a few, like let's say early 2000s, but then I got involved with my ex, and that was a nightmare. And then I started collecting them again afterwards.
Right on.
So I started seeking out the whole collection. And what I tell people is look on everything, because I was on Facebook Marketplace one day. Now, normally you can't find them on there.
Right.
And they had what was it? Gusher for $5.
Wow.
Yeah, $5 for Gusher the Jizmac. I was like, all right. So I was like, I'll buy it off you. I was like, do you have any others? He's like, yeah, man, I have Odorous. I have, Beefcake. I have like several of them. I was like, all right, how much you want? Well, I'll keep the price. $5 for all of them, each.
Hell yeah, that's a great price.
Yeah, I was like,
that's probably cheaper than they originally were.
Yeah. So I got like almost all the original band members plus a couple of the sidekickers, $5 each. You can't beat that.
No, you definitely can. Then you definitely have started a collection that you would need to grow from there.
And then I got lucky, and I found a guy that was selling a complete set for let's just say a good amount of money. And lucky at the time, I did have the money for it. So
Yeah.
I wheeled and dealed and played with him on Facebook, and I got a good price on it. And now I have a complete set.
Oh, wow. You must be probably one of the only people in the world that has a complete set.
Yeah.
There's
The
probably
book,
not too many
blades
people.
and all. Yeah.
Wow. Did you color them or anything, or paint
Some of
them?
the slaves are colored in, like painted. Like most of my figures are painted. I just, I haven't had time to just really get there and start painting again.
Did you do it yourself, or did they come that way?
Oh no. They're like most of your miniatures. So they come unpainted. They're pewter.
Yeah.
And you paint them yourself.
Yeah, I got some of the slaves here. So that's the start of my collection is
Right here we have Cardinal Sin.
yeah, let's see the Cardinal Sin. That's super cool. Oh wow,
Yeah, and
that's
I
definitely
painted him.
painted. Yeah. I love how it's like sort of to scale it is.
Well, here we go. We'll get Sexy
Show
here.
and tell.
So here's Sexy next to him.
Yeah.
So there's your scale there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you have the World Maggot there?
I don't have it downstairs with me, no, because he's still in box. I didn't start painting him yet.
Gotcha.
Him and GWAR are still in box.
Yeah. One day maybe I'll aspire to it, but right now I can't afford those. I'm having a hard time affording just the current GWAR merch lines. So
well, see, and that's my biggest thing. I have to pick and choose what I'm collecting. There's so many. If I had like unlimited money, there'd be so much I would have. But unfortunately, I can't say, okay, do I want this line? Is that line worth it? I like this, but not enough to buy it.
And how much does doing the channel influence that, or is it the opposite? Are you just kind of like, this is what I got, this is what I'm going to talk about, or are you like, people really like this series, so I'm going to talk about this series more?
Well, at the moment, I'm doing stuff that I personally collect. So, it's my own personal collection. I started this at my kitchen table, believe it or not. I was just playing around. I had a couple of He-Man figures. I thought, just do videos for it. And then as I moved along, it got bigger. And I'm like, okay, I'm really enjoying this. And some people say, hey, man, you can't make money off of this. I was like, all right, well, let's see where it goes. But in time, though, I do want to start getting figures that I normally don't collect. And my plan with those is do a review and then sell them afterwards for a good price.
Sure.
Because I know now with they do have a marketplace on there now. So I can go, start selling them on a YouTube marketplace.
Right.
So that's something that's down the line. I still got to figure out how to set up the marketplace, because you don't set it up as your own. You set it up like as like a store that you already have, like Spring or something like that. So I got to research it before I actually open it.
Try Depop and eBay as well.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have an option for eBay.
Oh, that's cool, Clip. Are they both different for each show? I guess I'll find out one. I'm gonna try, guys. If you see me in New York, I'm gonna, I like to try to take pictures of people before and after the show. Before and after the slaughter, so to speak. So come find me if you know. So I don't even know what I'm gonna wear yet. I gotta find a white shirt. That's my big problem right now. Gotta find a white shirt. Okay, something to keep in mind. Do you have a shirt for the show tomorrow, Rick?
Well, for the longest time, Billy and we were wearing Corey Klein shirts, but he hasn't been making shirts lately. So I've been I have a couple of white GWAR shirts upstairs that I don't mind getting bloody. For the longest time, I had a Slave Pit shirt. It actually said Slave Pit here, and then it had the concert on the back with GWAR, people being slaughtered, like the old school art. I want to say it's Don's art.
I think, yeah, I have it on my wall over here. I think can't really see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's up there with like they're playing the concert and the big GWAR in front of the stage.
Yeah.
GWAR in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
Otis is like dancing on stage with somebody's head in his hands or something. I think it is.
Oh man, I don't even remember the details. I'll have to look, but there's like flames all over the place, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, I have a question. So here's your logo.
Mhm.
Was this inspired by GWAR at all with the chaos wheel and all that?
Absolutely. When I
Yeah.
first started the channel, I actually was using the ball sack pinwheel with the skull,
Mhm.
and you know what one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like on
a chaos wheel. Then you have ball sack's head there,
Mhm.
and it faces a skull underneath the jaws.
Gotcha.
So I started out with that, and then because, like I said, I was just messing around at first. Then as I started getting bigger, I was like, dude, if I keep this as my logo, eventually GWAR's going to say something. I'm going to get
Yeah.
the classic, cease and desist.
Yeah.
So I was talking about it at a show one day, and Tara was there. She's like, well, I can do one up for you.
Nice.
Let me know what you want, how you want it done, and I'll do it for you. So I was like, all right. So the headpiece is actually a mask that I have here. It was
Oh,
from
yeah?
some
I
game.
was gonna say, what is this from? Is this an
Yeah.
original?
The original mask was from some game. I forget what it was, but I modified it.
Mm-hmm.
So the spikes, the chaos wheel in the middle, the gray, the red, that's all me. I did all that on the mask.
Mm-hmm.
So it is technically, I guess you can say, my own design. And then she put it up there, and I think she did a really good job with it. I really like how it turned out.
Yeah, it's cool. You have a
You
name for
know,
this guy?
I don't really have a name for him. He is a character that I have designed.
Mm-hmm.
So his whole character is he's a techno demon.
Okay.
And what he did was he's a soul catcher too. So he gets a hold of the Ghostbuster tech, and he uses Ghostbuster tech to capture souls to eat. Because he figured, well, why use spells and magic when I can just steal human tech and do it on my own?
Hey, yes, use technology to your advantage.
Yeah. So the whole character would basically be that mask. I haven't gotten through all the details, but I have a proton pack and everything that looks beat up.
Nice.
Here, I was thinking about wearing the ball sack legs because, as you know, I have a pair of those.
Oh, yeah, right.
And that was a great story.
Yeah, tell me that story.
So
those legs, I still don't get it. I mean, like, I totally get it, but like, it's such a crazy illusion.
Well, my wife and I, this is when we were first dating, we were at the David Brocky Bash,
Mm-hmm.
Down in Virginia. And we were there, for the unveiling of, Brocky's grave and all that. And we were at the concert that they were doing afterwards, in the parking lot.
Right.
And I met up with Matt. And I started talking to Matt and stuff. And I was like, yo, it'd be really cool if I could have a set of ball sack legs for my wedding.
Right.
Because my wife and I were engaged at the time. So he's like, oh, yeah, well, we can make it up. Let's talk about it and let us know when, you're going to get married and we're going to get it made for you. So him and I, we talked it over, how we were going to do it and all. And him and Margaret made them up and shipped them up to me.
That's crazy.
So I wore them at my wedding.
And your wife is totally cool with that? I mean, that's pretty bizarre.
Yeah, she was all right with it. She was pretty cool with it.
Does she, yeah, I guess, how does she feel about your toy collections and everything? Does she have any collections of her own?
Oh, yeah, she's a big collector herself, too.
Uh-huh, cool.
She's like a horror fan. So one of her favorite franchises is The Bride of Chucky. So she has Chucky, she has Tiffany. She's a big Has-Been Hotel fan.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's a new cartoon that's out lately. It's about the daughter of Satan. She makes his hotel for sinners to get put into heaven. It's actually pretty cool. It's a fun cartoon. She does another one called Hell of a Boss, where it's a bunch of imps that run of like an assassination program stuff.
Is this like anime or
huh?
Is this like anime?
It's like an anime, but it's American made.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like the one character Blitz is very popular character, and I know one of the characters is played by the guy who used to play Invader Zim, and I can't remember which one. Moxie.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's voiced by Invader Zim, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But no, they're fun cartoons, worth checking out.
Hello, Lewis. You're checking in. Thank you for the super chat. Rick's Picks with a exclamation point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my buddies from work.
Hell yeah, Lewis. Welcome to the show. If Rick has enough drinks, he'll bring them out at parties. Ooh. Good to know. Don't forget your awesome cake topper.
Yes. Cliff made a cake topper for our wedding cake.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Ball sack. It's really
Oh my
cool. And I
God.
still have it today displayed in my kitchen. I have it displayed with my Ragnarok and Roll bottles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he keeps up the bottles for me.
Is that the the Ragnarok Rye?
Yeah.
Ragnarok Rye. Yeah, I never got any of those. Oh, so do you have the ones with all the heads?
Yes, I have some of the original ones. I have.
Oh man, I really wanted those. Those I was just like $500. I'm not buying this one.
Well, the problem was too, if I remember right, it was random.
Oh, really? That is a problem.
Yeah, when they first did it, I think it was like random, so you didn't know exactly which ones you were getting. Which was kind of, but I lucked out.
I just want the tops. Like I'm not gonna drink all that. I mean, that's gonna take me a long time to get through 5 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, I was lucky. I got Ball Sack. That was one of them. I think I got Blothar, and I want to say the third one is Beefcake because I only could afford 3. You know, it wasn't cheap liquor.
Yeah,
Good
no,
liquor,
it was not cheap. Yeah, definitely
No,
not.
it's definitely top shelf whiskey.
Oh, I'm sure the quality is great, but I was just I had them in the cart. I was like, $500. Oh, nah.
Well, seeing how Brad is a connoisseur, you know,
right.
obviously it's going to be top shelf.
Well, yeah, I expect no less. Maybe one day. I just want the tops though, more than the actual bottle. Although I would love to drink at least 1 bottle of that just to see what it's like.
Yeah, it's good. Like I'll crack them open at special events or something. Like if I have a couple of friends over and I'm feeling frisky, you know, crack it open and share it.
Yeah,
but it's definitely good whiskey.
I mean, I got the beers, the whatever they were called. I still have one that's probably like so rotten. Got to pick a good episode to crack that open with. You know, maybe when Danielle's finally on the show, I'm just gonna like get stupid with that.
Yeah, I have the coolers. What were the coolers called with the penguins on it?
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know. I have some over there. Antarctic something.
Yeah. My buddy Billy, he got me a case of those. I think it was either for my birthday or for Christmas. I forgot which one.
Yeah, they were a little cheaper than the whiskeys.
Yeah.
Rick used to bring the bottles out at parties, but only if he really liked you.
Yeah. That's my wife right there, actually.
She would know. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I got some pictures. They're not mine. These were, I guess, the box for the Rumble in Antarctica. And I don't know what this is. Is this like a whole set? Did they sell them as a whole set?
Now, you had the box set, and that's what this is. This is the box set. So you get the main band members. You get a whole bunch of slaves with it. And then you get expansions. So like, I don't know. Do you ever play tabletop games?
No, I don't. I've never played it.
Okay,
have
so
you played it?
Most of your tabletop games, you get like sets.
Right.
So let's say you buy Marines. So you might have an infantry set, and then you might have, you know, large arms set, vehicle set. So you have sets, but then you get individual heroes. So you might get a champion, you might get like a squad leader, and so forth. So that box was your base set. That's to get you started. So you have, you know, obviously your main band members and a bunch of slaves that go with it. And then you had your expansion figures. So like Sleazy, Slimenstra, the Sexecution, they were all characters that you buy separate and individual.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, they have some.
See,
of
there
those
you go.
here,
Yeah,
too.
those are the
Scrotum Moon.
Yeah, the
Techno
individual.
Destructo. All that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
These
the
are not
hardest
my
one in this
pictures.
set
I
right
stole
there-
them.
Huh?
Oh, I was just saying I didn't take these pictures. I stole them from the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, the hardest one in this right here that you got is the odorous. The full frontal odorous is like hard as hell to get.
Really? Did they just not make a lot of them, or you think they just like went
see,
fast?
These individuals here are selective numbers. They're chase figures, so to speak. So
And so the one in the box doesn't have the cuttlefish. Is that what it
no.
is? Huh.
Here he is, right here. That's there we
Let me
go.
full screen you there.
Yeah. So there he is. That's the one that comes in the box.
Oh, that one's pretty huge. Oh, it
Well,
looks
no, I'm
pretty
holding
big.
it real close to the camera.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
when you push it back. It's only that.
Okay, yeah. Wow, perspective
Yeah.
really does
Yeah.
its thing.
But yeah, that's the one that comes with this set. He doesn't have the cuttlefish.
Hmm.
He does have a nice ball sack on him though in the back, but not the
Hey,
cuttlefish.
right. Interesting.
The full frontal odors was the one that you get to see the cuttlefish with.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the big chase figure, and the two big monsters, Gorgor and
The world maggot.
World Maggot. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're the
those
three
are so
hardest ones
cool.
to get.
I bet. Yeah.
As a
Damn.
matter of fact, I still know people who are still trying to find those ones.
Yeah.
They're the most sought after.
Man. Have you ever actually played Rumble in Antarctica with anybody?
No, I haven't. At this point, it's just collecting.
So have you ever I've never played these games, so I don't know if I would understand any of these rules. Like, have you even tried to understand it or?
Yeah, I
anything like
heard
that?
a couple of people say that it's a little bit more complex than it should be.
This book is pretty thick.
Oh yeah. Now a good person to ask about that is Saul Blair. He's really good with the tabletop games and all. He's really good with that.
Have you played the card? Do you have the card game as well?
Yes.
As I've never played that. I don't know how to play it, but if there's a way to play a game virtually one day, I could get a whole bunch of people together and actually play it. But I don't know how that would work with
that's the GWAR through
people.
time game.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Dude,
it's back there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that upstairs. Me, Billy, our friend Daniel, and my wife, we could not figure that game out.
I think even the band just makes up their own rules.
I mean, we even watched a tutorial on it, and we were still scratching our heads
yeah, I need someone like Matt McGuire in the group to tell us what we're doing right and wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe Casey or
Yeah, so we did actually try playing that one.
It looks. Oh yeah, for the Rumble in Antarcticas.
No, I think he's talking about the game.
Oh, okay. I've been unopened because yeah, see, that's the big problem. Cliff, you got to be part of this group too. And even if we have to modify the rules so that we can make it a virtual game, I'll just do an all-night stream of this and play it one day. If anyone can take a lead on that, let's do it. Well, we gotta get GWAR. Wait for GWAR to be off tour, so then some of them can maybe join us too. So.
Oh yeah.
I'll see if I can run into Matt and ask him about it this weekend.
Well, I'm more than likely going to see Matt tomorrow.
Yeah. So you bring it up, and then I'll be like, "Did you talk to Rick yesterday?"
Yeah. Matt's a good guy.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing with the figures, he's been very cooperative and very him and I'd message him and he would get back to me. So that's how I was able to make most of my videos. Leading up
I
to
watched
figures.
all those. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I would actually talk to him and stuff, and he would, let me know stuff. So, I'm looking forward to seeing him after the show because there are a couple of questions I do have for him.
Yeah, what do you want to ask him?
Huh?
What do you want to ask him?
Well, I want to ask him about the case for the GWAR figures.
If it's still going to come out at some point?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I got from him was that the tariffs messed it up.
Right.
And that's why they couldn't do the case.
I wonder, was it all made already? Was it just sitting somewhere?
What it was
I know there was some prototypes.
The times I was talking to him before, everything was made except for the case. They were waiting on the case.
Right.
And the sad thing was he was really excited about it. Like when him and I would talk about it, he was excited. He's like, dude, this case looks great. I can't wait to see, everybody to see it. It's supposed to be the thing that comes with odorous because the odorous body was supposed to come with the case.
Yeah.
And so forth. And, when it didn't come out, I asked him and he's like, it was the tariffs. So what I'm thinking about was I'm sure they were probably having it made overseas and maybe the tariffs made it a little bit more expensive than they could handle.
Mm-hmm.
Because like anything else, when you
got to make a profit.
Huh?
You got to make a profit.
Yeah. Well, like any toy lines, you know, they give you a budget. So, you know, if you start exceeding a budget, like, you know, then you can't do certain things. So I really want to ask him about that next time I see him, because it's a shame too, because when Trick or Treat went to the big toy convention,
Yeah, it was there.
they had it on display.
Yeah.
And it looked real cool. It looked like the you know, We Kill Everything you know, cover. So I was really excited about that. It's like that Snow White look, and I was really wants to see what the inside of it looked like.
Yeah, and plus I need somewhere to put my toys, so I need that. Something this okay. We're gonna get back to those in a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about the spew tank in a little bit. I just want to go through a little bit of the timeline here. So I know, I think probably the next toy they tried to do was this beefcake prototype. Remember this?
Shocker Toys.
Shocker Toys, yeah. And I'm not gonna miss this one. It was a little too thin, I would say, for a beefcake.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently it sounded like, from what I researched, like Shocker Toys screwed them over.
Oh really? What happened?
Yeah, like they didn't come through with any of their promises and so forth. So, you know, and I always felt for GWAR, because they forever they've been trying to get toys out.
Yeah.
They wanted to get figures out. And it just seemed to be, you know, fail after fail. So when these ones came out and it all went good, that's a great thing. Like, I almost got one of those beefcakes a long time ago at a convention.
Oh wow.
I saw him at the convention. I was thinking about getting him, but then I was able to hustle somebody out of an original first print of Raphael #1 for a good price. So unfortunately I didn't get beefcake because I got the Raphael book.
Gotcha. I was too broke. You didn't get the figures, Cliff? Oh no. Oh, they're very cool. I actually opened them finally today. It took me a while. It's like, okay, got to do the show. I got to open them up.
Yeah.
All right, this is the last of my slideshow before I go to my real toys and props. I guess this came out around the time Battle Maximus came out. This is probably about 10 years ago. Did you get it? These were like bobbleheads, right?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of these, actually.
Did you get them?
No, I haven't got them. They're a little bit hard to find.
Yeah, I wish, like, God, it just depends on my budget at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'll get those later. And then this GWAR stuff, it comes and goes so quickly.
And once again, I hate to say it, I have to pick and choose what I get because I have so much stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, I was looking at them and the proportions are just totally off.
Yeah, Odorous' head is a little weird.
Yeah.
And
Now,
Ballsack is like taller than him, it looks like.
Now, that's actually not a bad looking ball sack. The one I remember is the ball sack that looks like a chicken.
Oh, I don't know what that one
that
is.
bobblehead, how his body's shaped, he looks like a chicken.
Oh, okay. So we'll get there. Let's go there. Let's talk about bobbleheads. All right, that's it for my slideshow pretty much. Everything else I actually have here. Let's go through the bobbleheads. Well, first of all, I have one how do you pronounce the name of that company? Agronauts,
yeah.
Let's see. Agronautics. I do have one toy of theirs, and it's my Andrew WK, and I love him. He hangs out with my GWAR toys because I don't know where else to put him. I think he belongs there. I love my Andrew WK. I learned this Halloween that lots of people don't know who he is because I dressed like him, and it was awesome. And a lot of people were like just totally stumped. Are you talking about Sleazy's head nodders?
Maybe.
Because here I got some Sleazy head nodders here.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. If you look how his legs are positioned, he almost looks like he's like a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. It got Sleazy's signature on the back. So, Don made these and sells those on his websites, at least at some times. I'm glad I got this one. And look at his butt. His butt's just like kapow. that is a badonkadonk ball sack. Holy shit.
Now,
but they're pretty good quality. You know, it doesn't like fall off or anything.
Yeah. Now I do. Speaking about stuff that Don made, I do have the actual one of the statuettes upstairs, and I should have thought about bringing
Oh,
it down.
that's what I don't have. Is that the Slimemonster one?
No, I have the statue of the Ballsack one where he made.
Oh,
It was Ballsack, Odorous, um, Flatus, and I'm going to say Beefcake too. It was like a
oh
set,
wow.
and they're like little statues that they made. He made.
Right.
And if I had half a brain, I would have brought that down with me too. I didn't think about that.
Right. So I'm missing. There's some more gaps in my collection.
Yeah.
Here's I do have these other head nodders that wait. No, this one's not his. I think that's a different one, but we got a sleazy one here. Gotta love this one.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, I got his sleazy signature on the bottom there. So that's and on his sneakers. There you go. Sleazy. Very cool. Not quite the butt that Ballsack has. But I love my little head nod. And these are pretty big because I'm like, if you compare these to like what the agronauts are, you know, it's like way bigger. And also, I guess we'll throw this in here since we're talking about it. Although my these things keep falling off. I don't know how to keep these things in, but here's the Blothar one.
Yeah.
That came with the new album, the newer album, right?
Yeah.
These shoulder pads come off a lot. But then, you know, look at the comparison here. Like Ballsack's huge. But I like the size of this guy. This one's more in tune with the Andrew WK here. And so this is a mystery. I don't remember where this one came from.
I've seen those around. I'm not exactly sure who actually makes that one, but yeah, I've seen him around before.
I thought it was another sleazy one, but I don't think it is actually. I think this is a whole separate thing. I have no idea. Anyone in the chat know who made this odorous bobblehead? These are more. This one is like sort of the same size as the sleazy ones, though. So that's pretty cool. You see why I don't have any space left in my GWAR cave? Because look at all these toys, man. I missed some comments here. Let's see. I got those bobbleheads for free. Hell yeah! From got those bobbleheads for free. Got those bobbleheads for free from my friend. Got those bobbleheads for free from a friend. That's cool. Lucky.
Good, Bill. You got to bring them over one day and we'll review them.
Yeah. It looks constipated. Yeah. That's funny. I have the GWAR bobbleheads. Do you know who made the odorous one? Thought they were called Throbbleheads. Maybe. Yeah, I think Bobble is probably trademarked. So Sleazy calls them head nodders. Yeah, definitely. Was that made for Holliston? Just guessing. I don't remember that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting through it a little bit. What was the? Oh, okay. I missed something in the middle here. Do you have? Okay, these are harder to display because they're like all over the place. But remember this set here?
That's the set I was talking about.
Okay.
That dominant, yeah. Because I have the ball sack of that set.
I don't know how to. These are really hard to display because they just fall over and then they're kind of.
Yeah, I wanted up gluing ball sack to the stand.
Right.
But his axe doesn't quite fit right in the hand either. It slides out every now and again.
Yeah, these are hard to display.
Yeah.
Here's my ball sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this whole set all in the same day. I remember actually this kind of goes back to my last episode, if you guys watched, with Kurt Ballou from Converge, who mixed the new GWAR record. I got these at the Sounds of the Underground when he played with GWAR back in 2006 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was lucky. I just grabbed them all. I guess I probably did it at the end of the show because how are you gonna like carry boxes of toys around with you like at a festival? I have a question for you as a toy collector. Okay, so as I said today, I just opened all my GWAR toys. So, but I obviously I want to keep the boxes because they're cool. What do you do with all your boxes? Do you have like a storage space for boxes? Do you keep that kind of stuff?
I'm very selective with what boxes I keep, only because of the factor if I kept every single box of every toy, I'd have a storage bin full of them.
Exactly, yeah.
But usually card backs I keep. Like that's what that is called, is a card back.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I kept all the GWAR ones. I keep a lot of the G.I. Joe card backs because they have the file cards on them.
Right. Yeah,
So
I used to
keep
cut
a lot
those
of
out
card-
as a kid.
Yeah. So, one of the big things is getting that plastic shell off without damaging the whole box.
Right. Yeah, I had a like a razor today.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like edging the sides of it.
Yeah. So those aren't actually that hard. I was actually able to peel them off without damaging anything. But yeah, normally I do like you said. I take a razor to them and just cut them off.
Yeah, they were sitting here for a couple of weeks. I was like a little nervous to do it because they do look great in the box. And now I just have figures and then a box, and I don't have room for either of them. Do you remember who made these? Here's my Jizmac one.
Yeah, they're straight from Sleazy.
Oh, no. He did? He made these?
Yeah.
Really?
If you look, I think it's on the bottom of the foot. You'll actually see his signature on there.
No, those were for the throttle. I mean, the head nodders. I don't know. I don't think he made these, but maybe
Yeah,
he
because
did.
I got mine directly from him.
Right? Huh. All right, I'm trying to like to have a system here. Here's my beefcake. I mean, they are very cool, but they're like, they're just statues. They don't move at all, and they're a little bit like, I'm really afraid to drop them or something, because you put them up there and you try to prop these weapons with them, and one little shake and they're just like, that's tough.
I got mine from him at a comic book convention. He actually had a booth at a comic book convention. I was selling a bunch of stuff.
I wonder if he just had them for sale. I don't know if he made them or not.
Yeah.
But he could have. If anyone remembers, I do have the boxes. They're taking up so much room in my closet. I got a bunch of Phantom stuff on the top, on the front of it, and then these GWAR boxes in the back. I might have to do the same for these. Here's the last one. Is a Flatus.
Flatus, yeah.
And these they don't really hold the weapons very well. They'll just like fall out. But they are very cool. And at the time, it was kind of like, well, we got some GWAR toys. You got to be happy about it. All right, we're getting through it. Oh my God, I forgot I have stuff over here too. Am I forgetting anything? Here's another sleazy creation.
Yeah.
I guess you could consider this part of the toy collection. And this one's big, man. Like, look at this compared to. Let's get Ballsack over here for size comparison. That one's pretty huge. It's not a bobblehead. It's more like kind of like foam.
It's more like a prop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any of these?
If I remember right, I think he actually made that off of the mold off of the original props. If I remember.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I have the smaller one.
Of course, he put his name on it. So.
Of course.
There's a smaller one, like the new one that came out?
Nah, this one I got a couple years at one of the concerts. I picked it up for my wife.
Right.
So, it looks like I want to say it looks similar.
I think I remember what you were talking about, but I don't know why I don't have one. Something else, a gap in my collection, you guys. Once I get a lot of money, you can sell me all your stuff if you guys want to sell me your stuff.
Now we also have the platypus stuffed animal upstairs. What's his name?
Yeah.
Raspy.
Raspy, I got him over here. I guess we could talk about all the plushies here. Do you got the new one? We got the new Gorgor here as well with the new record.
Yeah.
So there's all my plushies. We watched Skullhead Face as a kid, and we saw all those GWAR plushie toys, and it was like, I still want those. Those are so cool.
Yeah, I actually got the comic book for that too.
Yeah, I have the comic book in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's the comic right here, man.
There's a green Jello joke in it.
Yeah.
That was not in the movie. When they're talking about the homogenizer.
Yeah.
I think in that boardroom It's so funny.
Yeah, because originally in the Homogenod they had what's his name from Skid Row in there.
Yeah, Sebastian Bach.
Sebastian Bach,
Who
yeah.
I did try to email his management about getting him on the show, but I never heard back. I mean, could you imagine just having Sebastian Bach on the GWARPod, like to talk about his experience with GWAR? How cool would that be? Come on,
That'd be pretty
Sebastian, let's
awesome,
do
yeah.
it. You know, certain people, if you just get the message to them, they probably think it would be so crazy that they would just want to do it, right?
Yeah.
I would hope so. Okay, let's see what else is there. All right, so then there's the, what is this? The Hop toys, right?
Yeah, the Hop toys.
Do you have any of these? Yeah.
There he is. Now I believe there was what, 3, 4 variant colors.
I have 2 other ones. I think I'm missing one. I don't remember what it was. I have this like sort of translucent blue guy, and then I have this red one, which is just not very interesting, except that it's red.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, Jesus, this takes up like so much space in there, dude. Look at how big these fucking things are.
Yeah, it's a shame that, you know, shit went down with them like how it did.
Yeah, what exactly did happen? Do you know the story?
One of the things was
we
they're very
we can look
expensive.
at Otis's butt while we're talking. Very cool though.
Yeah, they're really expensive. I think weren't they like $100 a pop or something like that?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
yeah. And then it took them forever to ship them. It literally took them a year. And then a lot of people were having their they were getting them broken.
Oh no, mine all came in okay, thank God.
Yeah. And Hop Toys' response to that is, well, fix it yourself.
That sucks.
And then because they Billy and I, we actually watched this, they actually put out a video. I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not, where they told people, yo, don't send us your broken toys, fix it yourself. A little bit of glue would fix that. And it seems like the only ones that break are the ones from GWAR. So they threw GWAR under the bus as well. It's like,
that
dude,
kind of sucks.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Which is a shame too, because the ball sack figure, like the prototype for the ball sack, actually looked really cool. And I would have
right. Oh, I don't have a picture of that.
Yeah. But that whole thing was a fiasco. I think they're like making it in their bedroom, their house or something. Because I remember seeing like pictures of them like disassembled, them boxing it in. Yeah, it was.
I mean, they are cool, but I'm kind of glad I don't have to collect the entire band because I don't know where I would put those things. They're just gigantic.
Yeah.
Okay, Cliff, we know. Yes, the cuttlefish, that's the next thing here. Do you have any of the cuttlefishes? I guess because these are technically toys, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have the extra large. I think I have the 2 sizes in between. I mean, these are something. These you got to talk about these at the toy show. Like these are technically toys from Bad Dragon. Never seen anybody play with these.
Oh,
I'm sure it's out there.
Somebody online doing it.
I should do my due research and look it up, but I mean, these are pretty cool. I do wish I had a giant one, you know, because it's kind of like to scale to the character.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, where the hell am I gonna put these fucking things, man? This one's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's on my list of things to get.
I think you can still get them.
Yeah, because I was going to pick one up, but then I found like 4 or 5 GWAR shirts that I wanted instead.
Yeah, that's probably more practical.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, if anyone wants to get me I think the giant one is like $200, and I'm just like, it would be cool as a collector, but like, man, I'm running out of space for GWAR stuff. That's a problem. Cliff, do you have the large one? Which one do you have, Cliff? It's out there. Yeah, I know. I've heard. I have not looked it up myself. Yes, the cuttlefish. And then let's see. There's more, guys. There's more GWAR toys. I don't remember who made these either, but they were cute. This series here. Did you get these guys?
They're by GWAR.
Did GWAR make them themselves?
Yeah. Because I was thinking about picking those up for the kids, actually.
I do like these. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're small. You can drop them and they're no problem. They look cool. They stand up well.
Yeah, I
I
think
wouldn't
Matt
mind more
was
of
saying
those.
something about making another wave of them.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, do they have to choose now between like continuing this line and then continuing the trick or treat, or you think they could do both, at the same time?
I
Is
think
that
they
too
might
many
be talking about
toys?
doing both.
These are cool.
When I see them, if I see them tomorrow, I can ask them.
Yeah. Yeah, these are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very. I wouldn't mind more of these. They're cute and they don't break when you drop them on the table. Thank God.
No.
And then God, I don't even remember where this one came from either. Do you remember what this guy is? One of his eyes fell off of his cuttlefish, so it's very
Ooh.
true to life. Yeah, I think I might have it somewhere, but yeah. I forget who made this one. This is a little guy. This one is not rubber like these guys. This one's more like hard plastic. I would not want to drop this. Oh yeah, he's missing part of his
Yeah, he's
shoulder
missing
pad
the
too.
shoulder spike too.
Yeah, obviously this one's been my, was my computer companion for a while and got dropped a bunch of times. That was before there was so many GWAR toys.
Oh,
And if
yeah.
anyone remembers who made this guy, it's just a one-off odorous. I don't remember why.
Well, you want to see a cool figure?
Yes, I do. Yes, you do some
lucky.
show and tell.
Here we go. Now this was specially made by Saul Blair. You know Saul Blair, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I believe there's only maybe 2 or 3 of these out there.
Oh wow. That's cool.
To this scale. Yeah. I was lucky to get one of these, and I painted this myself.
Oh, okay.
So this was,
Good
if
job.
I remember right, and I'm sure Saul can correct me if he wants, it was one of his original prototypes when he started making GWAR figures.
Okay.
No, the tabletop figures.
Mm-hmm.
So he had one. He gave one to Matt, and then I got one. There might be 1 or 2. And apparently the one he gave to Matt had it, and it fell over and shattered.
Oh.
Yeah. So when Matt saw mine, he was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Now, I added a couple of things to this. Like this whammy bar here is added. I think I used like a clothes hanger and just bent it around it. And then these hoses in the back here, I added.
Nice.
If you can see
yeah,
those.
that's cool.
Yeah. So this is a neat piece. Not too many people have any of these.
Yeah.
I have a couple of his other figures that he made.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, Byron was nice enough to give me one of the humongous ones, too.
Oh, cool.
So I got the humongous miniature floating around as well.
Who made that? Same person?
Blair.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have, well, this isn't exactly GWAR, but I throw it in my collection anyways. My custom figure from John Poppy, friend of the show, of Kevin the Dinosaur, my green Jello character. So that's my little custom guy. He hangs out with my GWAR toys. I think it used to be like a Jared Leto Joker maybe, or something like that. Or no, who's the other guy who played the Joker? Heath Ledger maybe. I think it was a Heath Ledger
was
Joker.
One of the big ones. He was the one that Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, and he added a little like sort of Phantom of the Opera type of mask over me. So
yeah, I
that's
see
cool.
that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So that guy hangs out with my GWAR toys. I'm gonna put him over here for now. That's another one that's kind of, oh man, a couple things fell off of it. I still have the pieces, but I gotta glue them back, or maybe I'll have him do it one day. Okay, we're almost to the new thing, the new figures. Holy shit, we hit an hour already? That went really quick.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're not done yet. You can hang out for a little bit longer?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, great. This one you can watch an episode about. We had the you go back.
Did a review on one of those.
Yeah, what did you think of it?
Billy has one.
I have 2. I was hoping to get a splatter one, and then I got no luck. They were at random. I got one from GWAR and one straight from what are these guys called? so many GWAR toys.
Yeah,
They were on the show. I feel so terrible. I don't remember the name right now.
yeah, that's gas.
Yeah, this is the Ghastly is the character.
Yeah,
Um,
he's supposed to be their house elf.
yeah. Hold on. Let me grab the box and see if I don't just break everything on my. Wait, over here. Here's the box for it.
Yeah.
From Mischief Toys, duh.
Mischief
I'm
Toys.
sorry, Mischief Toys. You were on the show and everything, and there's so many people who make GWAR toys now, it's hard to remember all the names. But this is another problem. I got these boxes. I don't want to get rid of them because they're so cool. Like, look at these.
Yeah,
How
I
can
love
you
the
get rid of
artwork
these?
around the perimeter. Yeah.
Yeah. I would not mind some more collaborations with Ghastly. I thought that was a lot of fun. And then, okay, we're gonna talk about Trick or Treat in just a second, but got a special note. These new things from Beyond the Streets. These are toy adjacent. You got your Halloween masks, which are very cool. Did you get these guys?
Those are very old school.
Yeah, totally. Very
Do they
cool.
actually have the pull strings on the back of them too?
Yeah, they got the pull strings on them. So you can just. Oh no! Oh no, it's all good. Yeah. There's cheapo
I was
Halloween
thinking
costumes.
I've been thinking about picking those up as well.
Yeah, those aren't too expensive. I think
Nah,
they're
it'd
within
be a
budget.
great piece to like just hang up on the wall behind me, with the setup here.
Exactly. And then of course, it's not an action figure, but it is a toy, the yo-yo.
Holy shit, I didn't even know they had a yo-yo.
Yeah, the Beyond the Streets has all kinds of crazy stuff, man. I'm sure they still have them on their website. Go buy stuff from Beyond the Streets. They have
Well,
so
the
many
one thing
cool
I wanted to
things.
get from Beyond the Streets was they had a book that had all the old slave pit funnies in it.
Yes.
I mean,
have
no,
that.
Mind Control. Mind
Mind
Control
Control
Monthly.
Monthlies.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me grab that. It's so cool. I've been so busy that I haven't been able to catch up on reading these. I was trying to do one per night. But yeah, this is like the crown jewel. Beyond the book, of course. Of course, they re-released the book, but this
that's
is
what I want,
so cool. These are great, and it's great quality. And go check out my episode with Beyond the Streets, live straight from the gallery. Oh no, I lost my place. I have used their stickers as like a bookmark. Oh, I think I remember where I am.
Yeah, no, that's the big book I'm going to get. I'm probably going to have to wait until after the holidays to pick
that.
that.
Highly recommend, because it's just like, yeah, that's something. I never collected those back in the day, but I did have the old catalogs, and I was like always looking at them like, oh, I need these. These are so cool.
Yeah, I had a bunch of those back originally, and well, let's
Not
just say
anymore.
somebody threw them out on me.
No, I'm sure those are worth something.
Well, I used to have an original GWAR medallion.
Oh wow, yeah.
That I bought for like $25.
Which was like a lot of money back then.
Yeah. Well, I was working. I had a side job, so, while I was going to school. So yeah.
Because was that heavy? How heavy were those things? They looked pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was solid plastic with a chain, and a real chain. So it was a solid piece of plastic that was about this big.
That would be cool to redo.
Yeah, because when I was a teenager, I wanted to make my own ball sack costume. So, I went to my local, Halloween shop. I got like a Viking helmet, made of cardboard jaws and stuff, and the spikes and the legs. Now, here's a cool story about that.
Yeah,
so
tell me.
I wasn't too sure how to make the legs, because the only real picture I had was like America Must Be Destroyed cover and, Scum Dogs. So I actually sent a letter to GWAR asking for pictures. And yeah, they gave me a couple black and white, Xerox pictures and stuff. And of course, a catalog to go with it. So yeah, that was really cool that they actually responded back to me when I asked them.
Do you still have those?
I might have some of them floating around. I know I still have the catalog.
Right.
Like the original catalog. It's like get your own medallion for $25.
Yeah, I have some of them even somewhere deep in my GWAR cave over there.
So yeah, they actually sent me a couple of, black and whites, which was like not professional ones. It looks like they Xeroxed them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, the mere factor that they got back to me was just really cool, I thought.
Did that help? Because the
Oh,
trick
yeah.
with those legs is really the insides of them. Like, how does that work? It's such an optical illusion. It's
Yeah,
so
and
cool.
that's exactly what it is. It's an
Mm.
optical illusion. So it looks like the legs are bent, but your leg is actually straight in it.
Right, exactly.
actually-
Yeah, it's
I
so
personally-
crazy. I like look at it right in front of him on
Yeah.
stage, and I'm still just like, that's so crazy.
And you're standing on platform shoes.
Right, right.
Now, Matt had to make some special modifications for mine because my feet are bigger than Dirk's.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a size 11. I'm a size 12.
Gotcha.
So he had to make some modifications for me for them to work for me.
Hmm.
But the one shot I was joking around with Dirk's, I was like, yeah, man, I got my legs at home and I find them quite comfortable. He's like, yours are comfortable? Man, they must have made different ones than mine.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, hopefully they fixed that up by now. I mean, God, he wears those so often. I would hope they're comfortable.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wore them to like conventions before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to walk around with them for maybe about an hour or two, and I was okay with it.
Nice.
The hardest part is sitting down because I have to find, a chair that sits high enough for me to sit without falling over.
Well, luckily he doesn't have to sit down when he's on stage. So.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're at the main event. Ready? Drum roll. We're going to talk about Trick or Treat. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I opened my figures today. I got and you know what? I got them all to hold their stuff pretty well as well. My odorous went together pretty well. Okay. Well, okay. First, let's talk about the fucking spew tank. Yo, they did odorous so dirty with this thing. Like, okay, first of all, I get it. The case didn't come through. They had to do something quick and fast to get.
Yeah, it was definitely a last minute gig.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I get it. But man, did they do him dirty. I can only imagine they put him in this plastic so that this stuff would not get all over him. I have never heard of anybody yet who got an odorous that wasn't just covered in spew and had to be dried off and cleaned off.
Yeah.
I hated it. I'm sorry, guys. I hate this fucking spew tank.
I even said it in the review. It's like, why did you put him in a baggie if he's full of spew anyway?
I feel like they tried to keep him clean, but it just didn't work. Yeah. I don't know. I can only imagine that was. So now I have this, and it's part of my collection. But what did you do with your spew? Do you still have this somewhere? Are you just gonna keep it as is?
Here on the shelf.
Yeah, it's not
real slime either. It's like very liquidy.
It's super gross. Like, it's really not fun material to work with. So I'm gonna keep that tightly in this package. I have no use for this.
Here's the thing about the spew, though. So one thing I heard from a lot of people about the odorous figure was it was hard to get the legs on.
I didn't have much of I had a harder problem putting the arms on him. I think the same reason as you, like the spikes were just like digging into your skin a little bit. It wasn't too bad.
No, but what I found out when I put them together, because I was waiting for it. I was like, okay, these legs are going to be a bastard to put on. So I had my hot water waiting and everything.
Yeah, I watched your review. Everyone go watch Rick's Pick's review of the figures as well.
But it seems like the spew acted like a lubricant. For the ball joints. So I was able to twist them on and I got them on with no problem.
Yeah, I let mine dry out for a couple weeks and I had no problem. So I don't know if that's sure, I think that's a good story though, the lubricant. But now I feel like, I really love that this real kind of hair thing going on.
Oh,
but man, they're like it's all crusty now. Like it's never gonna not be crusty, which I guess is
I'm okay with
true
it
to the character, but goddamn.
Yeah.
I want a card back for odorous,
Oh,
like
yeah.
But having said that, no other complaints. These are fucking pretty fantastic toys. Even the sword is like very detailed. It's got all the
great, man.
The real stuff on
now,
here.
if you notice, I love the carving, the etching in there.
Yeah, so good. That's a good attention to detail right there.
No, I think Trick or Treat Studios knocked this right out of the park.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
I
Good
do have
job.
some minor issues, but
What are your minor issues? And we want to go figure by figure, or are they overall issues?
they're figure by figure stuff.
All right, so let's start with Odorous. Okay, my big problem with Odorous, uh-oh, my shoulder pad came off. Is that the spew tank was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't very much fun. But
No.
I can see, in a quick,
Yeah, I
hurry,
know
they
they
were
were in a
trying to figure
bind.
something out.
I'm not gonna give them too much shit for it because they
Oh,
had to do something.
I just lost Odorous.
Oh no,
Shoulder.
yeah, see the problem is if you pull the arms up too high, then the shoulder pads fall off.
Yeah. But you
But
can always glue them on if
yeah,
you really wanted
no, it's
to.
fine. They pop right back on. It's no
Yeah.
big deal. Yeah, this is fantastic. And I just like even the little like the ball sack is like
Oh, yeah.
amazing. The brain sack, like
Eh,
good job.
At a minor critique, I
Mhm.
think I would have thought it probably would have been cool if they could have actually had it to where the headpiece came off and then you had the exposed brain.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
But once
Well, I
again,
was
it's all about budget too.
Yeah, of
They can only
course.
do so much with however much Trick or Treat allowed them,
Of
budget
course.
for.
I mean, if they were gonna go forward with this, which I hope they do,
Oh, I do
and
too.
we'll talk about that afterwards for sure. Like what we want the future of GWAR toys to be. But that'd be cool. Like the way that this came in different parts. Maybe they could put different Odorous parts in different future series, and you can just kind of like create the Odorous that you want by putting the different pieces on and off.
Well, the build-a-figure idea has been around a long time. It really started out with Marvel Legends.
Okay, what was the big figure that you had to collect from that?
The first one that I know of that ever did it was Marvel Legends. Is back when Toy Biz had them, and it was Galactus.
Oh yeah, that's a good
But
one.
now, see, what a lot of these toy companies do is they purposely make these build-a-figures to make it so you buy everybody.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what the Galactus was. They had a bunch of figures that could sell all right, but they would sell better if you had to collect the Build-A-Figure. It was like Grey Hulk, it was like Doctor Strange, and a couple odd characters, but you bought them because you want the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, but that I feel like that makes sense because Galactus is such a giant character in itself.
Oh yeah, I have him right over
I
here.
wouldn't mind if Odorous was a standalone, and then you could build out like a Cardinal Sin or something like that.
Well, that might be something for further waves.
For sure.
I really do feel like it was a sales ploy, to be honest with you.
Of
They might have been
course.
afraid that people weren't going to buy all the figures. So if you make Odorous to build a figure,
Yeah.
because I already heard people belly aching that they didn't want, Blothar.
Boo! Who cares? Blothar's great.
Oh,
Let's look at
Blothar's
Blothar.
awesome.
You know how I got him to hold his sword? I just have him holding it by not the handle.
Well, I have mine
Yeah.
holding it here. Now with the shield, what I winded up doing was just taking a little bit of hot water, dipped the hand in it, and then it opened up the hand, and then the shield fit right
I
in.
think we have them on different hands.
I believe so.
Yeah, so maybe mine fit pretty well into this one, and then I was like, I'm just gonna keep that there. And then the sword, yeah, I just like
Yeah,
threw it
see,
in
I
like
felt
this,
the
like a
sword
dagger.
fit better in this hand, and the shield fit better in that hand.
Hmm.
And
I
honestly,
do like it.
yeah, and honestly, that's standard sword fighting.
Mhm.
Because usually most people, the left hand is your weak hand, so you hold the shield in that
Right.
hand, then the sword in your dominant hand.
I'm wondering, let's see what the box has. Let's see how it's supposed to be. Yeah, the box has it like I think the way you have it. Right. No.
No, it has it the way you have it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the sword holding the sword in his hand well, but
Huh.
that's okay. He can hold it by the blade. He doesn't have any microphones or anything to hold, so
Yeah.
there's no additional stuff. Let's just get some detail on that. And can you take this can you take this part off? I
No,
haven't
it's
tried.
actually it's part of his body. It just flops there.
Okay. That's very cool. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. The details
Yeah.
are really fantastic.
Now, I had a couple issues with him.
I agree with you about the eyes.
Yes,
That's
that
the
was the
biggest
big
issue,
one.
right? Like, why is he the only character that doesn't have eyeballs?
Well, no, Beefcake and Jizmac don't either.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But with him, it stands out with me because, and I think the reason it stands out with me is because,
There's a beefcake.
yeah, Michael Bishop when he does his characters,
Mhm.
he has a lot of facial expressions
Yeah.
and life to his face. So when you give him these dead eyes, I feel like it doesn't capture him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, the other issue I find with this particular one is he seems to want to be a little forward heavy.
Yeah, I did notice that. You kind of got to lead him a little bit to
Yeah.
stand him
Now,
up,
luckily,
right?
I have these nice little black stands that I use
Mhm.
that I stole
That's
from him.
good that they do have the little holes in
Yeah.
there.
So I can stand him up easily, no issues with these
Mhm.
old stands that I got. But one of the things I like about him, Otis, and Beefcake is the fur.
Yeah.
I like that they put a fur.
Here's the beefcake fur. It's kind of like around him. They got
Yeah.
the guitar on the back, you know.
I like that attention to detail with these figures. Because a
Yeah.
lot of companies don't do that. A lot of companies will just use like, here, let me see. Here. Like this trooper here. If you look at his cape, it's just plastic
Right.
instead of like real cloth.
Mhm.
So I like the factor that they used a real fur. I think it looks a lot nicer than something like this, for example.
Definitely. Yeah, I like that a lot. Then I'm gonna have to agree with you about the guitars. Like they could have put some more detail on the guitar. It's
Yeah.
cool. You know, I'm not complaining because these figures are so cool. Don't take anything. If Trick or Treat, if you're listening, don't take anything as a complaint. They're all
Well,
super cool.
It's
But
not a complaint.
cool
It's
to
a
have
critique.
their signature guitar looks and
Yeah.
everything.
It's not so much of a complaint. It's a critique. It's something
Right.
to let them know. So maybe when they do the next wave, they may give them the better guitars.
Yeah, and
You know?
especially let's skip over here to Ballsack because he definitely would have a really cool guitar that would match, you know, his outfit and
Yeah.
everything.
Now, the problem I had with Ballsack is that he doesn't have a face underneath the jaws.
See, I like that. I like this, like, especially this, like, what do you call this? Like some
Spring
action.
action.
Spring action. That is
Yeah, spring
very,
action
very
jaw, yeah.
cool. And he's also got the real hair.
Oh,
which
I
is
love
very
the real hair
cool.
on him.
Yeah, very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
And see, I always had a question. I always wanted, you know, when we can finally peer pressure Dirks to come on this show, don't ask him. Actually, don't bother him about it. He doesn't want to do it. He'll do it if he wants to in the future. He has an open invitation. He knows that.
Yeah.
But I want to know, according to him, like, is his face the bear trap, or does the character supposed to have a face underneath it? Because
The character is supposed to have a face under it.
yeah, I think
If
that
you
is the
actually
official
read-
lore.
Yeah, if you read the old lore, the reason why he wears the bear trap over his face is because he's shy.
But it is super cool to
Yeah.
like think that this bear trap is just his face.
Yeah.
Because if we can
Yeah.
retcon that, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you see a lot of art, you'll always
Yeah.
see like a black face behind it with two eyes.
Right. Yeah, the eyes are missing. That's the only problem. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how he sees, but I do like that there's just nothing there. I kind of love that about this figure. And they did the legs. Look at the legs are done.
Oh, I
with the
love how
legs.
they did the legs. Yeah.
That's how that's the yeah. Okay, let's do a little comparison here. You know, I mean, these are cool too. The Trick or Treat doesn't quite have the badonkadonk that the sleazy head
No.
nodders have, but that's okay.
Yeah. He
Um,
does have his sack though. He does
you
have
know
his-
what I am noticing though, that is, you know, again, like I'm not gonna complain about it, but he should have fishnets on. They didn't have any
Well,
fishnets.
he doesn't always wear fishnets. Like
Really?
if you look at some of his older, looks, he doesn't always wear them.
I guess yeah, Odorous does have the
Odorous does.
fishnets.
Yeah, Odorous definitely does. Because Odorous was known for wearing fishnet.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
All
I
right, what
think
did
ball
we?
sector fishnets are actually a relatively new thing, if I
Oh,
remember.
okay. So maybe that's since
Yeah.
the design happened.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely wears them now,
Yeah.
and Grodius too. But
Yeah.
that's for the future. Okay, this one he's having a hard time holding his weapons. Pustulus here.
Yeah, Pusty. I would have liked to have had him having 2 holding hands, so he could hold the spear and the sword. Like I got him with the sword right now, and he's kind of
Yeah.
holding it a little bit loose. Him, I feel like they could have added some more detail to him. I feel like he's compared to the others.
Yeah, like his like loincloth could be the real fur kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Or
plastic.
or a little bit more paint deco. It seems like
Mhm.
he's the one who has the less paint to him.
I wonder if it's because when the character left the band, they were like, "Oh, well, fuck it." Like,
Yeah, could be. You
like
know,
that's such a tragedy about this set is that we get the old character and not the new one.
yeah.
But it was
But
like
yeah,
already in
that's my
production. I
issue
get
with
it.
him is that he, I could see more detail put into this character, and it just didn't.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, still very cool.
Oh yeah.
Just get him with the spear here. You know, I don't know if I wonder if these shoulder pads pop off like Odorus's do. I'm like afraid to play with them because in case I break it.
No, I didn't have any issues moving the arms.
No, not
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, shoulder pads don't interfere. Plus, they are on a piece here that allows them some movement, so you don't have to really worry about them breaking off.
Hmm. I wonder if they had popped off like the Odorous one where you can put them back on or not. I'm not gonna try. Oh, and here, okay, so here's the last one, Jizmac. And here's my solution to him holding the drumsticks is I just put both of them in one hand.
Yeah. Well, we
And
all
I
know
wish-
what my problem is with Jizmac.
What's your problem with Jizmac?
He needs his drums, man.
Oh yeah, you had a problem without the drum. I get it. That's kind of a big accessory to have.
Well, not really, because I've seen other toy lines do it,
Yeah,
where they would give like a snare with one person, a cymbal here, and then the
Right.
drummer would come with the bass.
yeah.
I mean, and the only reason why that's a hurt piece to me is because everybody else has their instruments.
Well, if you want to get technical, I could strongman that opinion or steel. What is it called? Steelman. His drum. Well, he does have his drumsticks, right?
Yeah.
And everyone has their guitars. So, not having the drum set is kind of like saying that these guitar players don't have their amplifiers. So they do have the instrument itself.
Yeah.
He does have the sticks, and that's cool. So that's that's not gonna bother me too much.
Yeah.
Plus,
And once again, it ain't.
I don't
it
have
isn't-
space for a fucking drum set. Plus,
And it
I guess
isn't
the problem
eight
is you
on the
wouldn't be able to
line.
sit him down because there's no articulation on the knees.
Yeah.
So that would be a problem. But very cool. I really love the shoulder pads with the skull on it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I would have wished for him is and look, the loincloth is like
Real fabric, yeah.
Yeah, it's real fabric, unlike Pustulus.
Yeah.
I would have loved if he had like a little place to put the sticks into, like a sack or something.
No,
Like a little-
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
like on the back with his bone, maybe you could put the sticks in there or something like
Well,
that.
that's the other
That'd
thing
been
about
cool.
him. You turn him around. Look at that detail on the back there.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah. They once again, I really do feel like Trick or Treat put a
No
lot
real
of
hair
work-
though.
Huh?
The hair is plastic though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Trick or Treat, A plus.
Yeah.
Let's do some more of these, please.
I mean, anything I'm saying negative about this isn't a hate thing. It's just critiques.
Exactly. Same here.
know?
Like no complaints. These are fantastic. The delivery was fast and efficient. Everything's super cool.
Did we talk about Beefcake at all, or
A little bit. We could talk
Yeah.
about Beefcake. Here's my Beefcake. We talked about the fur, and I like that. I didn't do this, but I saw it in your review that you could take his little skirt
off,
thing
yeah.
off. Yeah, his belt or whatever it is.
And
Yeah.
the reason I took that off is because all this detailing in the legs here with the
Mhm.
ripped up shorts and all.
Yeah, I can kind of get
Yeah.
a little panty shot here.
Yeah.
No.
It's that they did a lot of work detail in these figures. And that's what I
Yeah.
love about these were the figures I always wanted for GWAR. They really
Yes,
are.
absolutely. Like all these figures that we talked about previous, this is the real deal. This is what we
Yeah.
always wanted, right?
This as a collector is what I wanted to see for GWAR. And
Yeah.
I'm really happy that they finally got it because I feel like this is what they wanted as well.
I think so, yeah.
And they've got the short staff with, you know, some of the other ones, like I said, you know, the Hop Toys, the Skinny Beefcake, you know, and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all, you know, trial and
Yeah.
error, but trick or treat, hell yeah. Let's catch up on these concepts. We need a GWAR build a figure. Yeah, exactly. That would be super cool. Like if the big, I think if each series had a build a figure of like a big bad like final boss of Gorgor, World Maggot, Cardinal Sin, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because those pieces
Flesh
are
Column,
giant,
that would be interesting to see.
right? Would you rather have Skullhead Flesh Column figure or Jucifer? Oh, the Flesh Column for sure. That would be a
Yeah, well, I just
crazy
said that
figure.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
That would be awesome.
And he comes with a little skull head face guy. That would be super cool.
Little Hitler head that comes out the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you pulls things through. See, oh, that's the other thing. I mean, obviously, again, A+ job, but you know what would have been cool with something, you know, you can't really use this for it, but like if these actually had tubes where you could actually, I thought the spew tank was going to be a tank where you could actually put blood through the toys, like the actual costumes do with like the tubes. If you hooked a tube up to a spew tank and then pressured it out, that would have been really cool.
Now I kind of figured it was going to be what it was. It's a
Yeah.
slime. Yeah.
It's just
But I've
slime.
seen lots of those things back in the 80s because slime was a big thing in the 80s, like late 80s. Everybody had to have their slime gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, so when I saw the tank, I knew exactly what they were going for with that. So that
But it's not so much a tank, it's just a bottle. Like
Yeah.
it would have been cool if they had an actual like if they designed it like the blood cannons that they have on stage. I mean, they don't, you
Yeah.
know, off stage, obviously, like the pressurized things that they have.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You know, you push it in and the spew comes out the figure.
Yeah,
That would have been really
that
cool.
would be cool.
You know,
I mean, you could even take that stuff if you wanted to, and you wanted to display them, and you could just drizzle them all over them so
Oh
they're
God,
bloody and
yeah.
nasty.
I don't recommend it. It's just not.
I wouldn't do that because the problem is it's not real slime. It's kind of like more liquid. Like
It's
somebody
gross. It's really
commented
gross.
that it smelled like medical cleanser.
Yeah, it's
You know, because it does have a smell to it.
Because if there was an actual spew tank, it'd be cool if you could just make the spew out of like water and food dye and then just replace it every time you wanted to. You know, because once this is gone, this is gone. This is staying in the bottle. I'm never gonna use this for anything.
Mine's gonna live in a jar.
And it's not like the live slime either.
No.
You know, it's way gooier and disgusting.
It feels, to me personally, it feels very watered down.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine it would have been more watered down if they were actually wanted to use it as spew.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough about the spew tank. It's cool. I'm glad that it all came together and we can finally talk about it. So let's end this by like talking about what do you want the future of GWAR toys to look like now that we have all these options here?
Well, here's the best thing about GWAR and action figures is the factor that they've been around for 40 years and they've changed over the years.
Yeah.
You have so many different characters and versions of characters that you could just do. You could do several waves without even hitting the core.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many different versions of them. There's so many weird and wacky characters that you could create. So I can just imagine all the different things they could do with this. Now, as for a wave 2, I would definitely think Grodius would obviously be part of that. I would love to see Sleazy, the Sexecutioner, Slimenstra, like maybe do like the classic side characters, you know, have Techno on there, have it would be cool if they had a 3-pack of the 3 Destructos.
That's okay. That's what I want. Like, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. Like, now that they have the core band, right? I think they could do other waves in like pairs or trios.
Yeah.
So, I think it would be good to have the Destructo trio with Techno, Sawborg, and Bozo.
Bozo,
And especially because, man, Matt and Bobby, they get shafted so much. Like, of course, everyone needs the band, but their characters and their presence in the band has been there longer than most of these other people and characters.
Well,
And of course, they never get their due because they're like side characters. They're not the main band.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I would love to see, Bone Snapper figure.
Yeah.
Obviously Sawborg, because he's an awesome character.
And he's a current, like he's still there. And then there should be like a Maximus duo with Flatus and Grodius. That'd be cool pairing, right?
Now I always want what I would like to also see is the new Plague versions of them. You remember that? When like Odor's had like a giant tentacle hand.
Oh, that's my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite Odor's costume of all
Plus, he
time.
had the Stegosaurus spikes going down his.
Yeah.
I mean,
those were my favorite designs. Yeah, Flatus.
Flatus, yeah.
Yeah, that was like 1993. We're probably never gonna get those, but that would be super dope.
That was just such a wicked looking line.
Yeah.
And then that would be great to get.
Yeah. I feel like if they wanted to keep it in 3s, they could pair the Maximus duo with Bone Snapper.
Yeah.
And then get him in there. And then, of course, do the classic side characters. Sexecutioner, Sleazy, and Slimenstra can be like a set,
Well, you could also have a slave wave, too, with all the classic slaves.
Of course.
Like I said, the GWAR has such potential for figures.
Yeah.
There's so many different waves you can do and sets that you could do that is just,
it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
And you think Trick or Treat should be the ones to continue on with this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looking at these figures, how Trick or Treat did this, I would like to see Trick or Treat continue on with this.
The other thing that I would love to see, and this would be a lot cheaper and probably easier to collect, and more universe expansive probably, is if they did like the little muscle figures.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, like if you did that with the GWAR universe, I think that would be a better idea than like continuing something like this, because then it's like, oh, I'm collecting 2 different types of toys figures, and it's a lot.
They are doing stuff like that with the muscle line, so it wouldn't be out of the realm, because I know muscles, they're doing like, they have the He-Man guys that are muscle size. I think they have the Transformers as the muscle size. I think they have the Joe. So they have muscle figures of other franchises. So why not?
Or they don't have to be licensed by Muscle, but they could be Muscle-esque size.
No, I don't think those ones are either. I think they're.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I would not mind just like a million of those, because then you could do every fucking little character. I'm sure it'd be a lot easier to produce, cheaper to buy.
Well, see, these I like because I like the detail. I like high detail figures.
But I know these are gonna, like, every few figures is probably gonna take at least a couple of years to produce, right? With the muscle guys, they could probably do those much faster.
Well,
in the meantime,
it depends how Trick or Treat does it and how big Trick or Treat's factories are, because Hop Toys, it took them forever just to make one figure, but Trick or Treat Studios is a bigger studio and growing.
Yeah.
So they may have the means to maybe pop them out like maybe a year.
That would be fantastic. Within 3 more years, get all those, like, double the amount of toys. That'd be fantastic.
Because Trick or Treat Studios is rising. I got a bunch of other Trick or Treat stuff. Like I have the Killer
tell me
Clowns.
what else you got.
I have the Killer Clowns from them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have
those. Do you have any of those on hand that you could show? Because I love the Killer Clown movies. Nice. And do they have the same like articulation and everything, or are they different kind
Yeah.
of? Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit different. There's no lower articulation. The head moves, shoulders. I have the other two guys here. These guys, I don't think are as well made as the GWAR ones. Like he's just solid plastic. He does have the gun.
Mm.
Now they
Cotton
just
candy
released
gun.
they just released some new
No,
Killer
popcorn
Clown
gun.
figures from Trick or Treat. So I'm planning on getting them and reviewing them because I love the Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
They also just released the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dining table.
Ooh. Okay. Did they make Texas Chainsaw toys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So they got the figures like this, and the diningware set I think is a smaller scale. I want to say it's probably the 3 3/4. I have that sitting. I'm getting ready to review that soon.
Nice. I'll watch that.
Yeah, that comes with Grandpa and the girl.
Oh wow.
But I got to get the other figures for it first before I.
Yeah. What other ones they made? Of course, Leatherface. I'm sure, right?
The brother and the father.
The father. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So only pretty much just the villains. Do they have like the main characters as well, or?
Well, yeah,
just
the girl comes with the dining room table set.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think they have. If they have the other ones, they
does Grandpa have the hammer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think? Did they expand to Texas Chainsaw 2 yet with Chop Top and all that?
Not yet.
That would be cool. I would maybe buy a Chop Top figure.
Yeah, they also have a House of a Thousand Corpse set too that has a case.
That's cool. Great.
So when Matt was talking about GWAR getting a case, I looked and see how they did the case for that to give me an idea of what they were going to do with it.
What did that case look like?
I think it looks like the house.
That's cool.
And then it folds open, and I think you could display the guys in there. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at that in a while. That came out like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know,
I would love to collect those. I have a limit to what I can collect. I'm just gonna window shop those ones.
Well, that's the same here. Once again, it's all budget.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of toys out there. If I had,
of course,
the unlimited credit card,
right,
to go get them, I would. But unfortunately, I have to keep, within my limitations of budget.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I can only collect certain ones from certain lines, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm a big Turtles fan, but there's so many different toy lines. If I even attempted to collect all of them,
I do have my old
Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. I have a lot of them.
I still have a couple of those floating around. But so with the new toys, I just collect the comic figures, the ones based off of the original Mirage comics.
Gotcha.
And then Billy collects everything else, and then I just review his stuff.
Okay, that's a good team. Yeah. And do they all have the red?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do have the red bandanas.
Did they make a Savage Dragon? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
I have a crossover comic book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Savage Dragon. Savage Garden is that pop band, not the character.
Yeah, no, that's the old Image Comics days.
Yeah. I have a whole box of comics I'm trying to sell if anyone's interested.
Yeah, no, I have a bunch of the old Image comics. Like, I'm a huge Spawn fan. I love Spawn.
I have some of those, yeah.
And I love the Max. The Max, I always liked the Max.
I just rewatched like that cartoon series not too long ago from MTV, I think.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy. Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, follows the comics pretty well actually.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, I don't remember if I actually read them or not. I always was bigger into the comic characters than actually reading the comic books.
Oh yeah, I love reading the books. I just love the stories to them. Like I got the original Mirage comic books for the Turtles.
Yeah, that's
got
cool.
a whole bunch of Marvel. I was a Marvel person,
right?
And a bunch of independent stuff that I like too.
All right, let's see. I didn't notice we got a bunch of comments here. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we did that once. I had making a GWAR desktop fountain on my to-do list for years. Yeah, right. That'd be cool.
Man.
Oh yeah, we're wearing the same shirt. I don't know if I've ever worn this one before. I figure I could start breaking them out for these shows when I'm not wearing my blood tie. Hello, Era Toys. Sure, that would be way down the line, but that would be super cool. I'd love to get a Nippolis, like
Oh
these
yeah.
weird side characters. Love a line of just odorous figures that allowed him through the eras, dim times, Skeletogs, fellows. Yeah, that's a lot. We can
Yeah.
hope for him. I'd prefer them to just do different characters to start out, just to get like a whole bunch of them, and then, God, that would be great if we could get into the eras.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Same with Ballsack. Yeah, I feel like the band in general could all have their different looks.
Oh, sure.
All the slaves, yeah. I mean, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
I mentioned that, slave
I
pack.
want a Margaret toy.
Yeah. Now, is she getting more involved on being on stage? Because I saw
Well,
some stuff
that's what
that,
it seems like, and I'm hoping so, and I'm gonna find out for myself this weekend.
yeah, same here. Well, I've been saying that to the guys for a while. Like, bring her up onto the stage more. They say she's a little bit on this shy side, but
Yeah, that's what I kind of got an impression of as well. But
yeah, she's a really nice lady. I've talked to her many a times.
I met
She's
her
a good
once
person.
briefly. She was very nice. Yeah.
Well,
So I
see,
got
I
to get
love.
her on the show.
Yeah, I've been a big special effects and makeup type person for a while. I actually, when I was younger, tried to get into it. So I like talking tech with like her, Bobby,
Yeah.
Matt, because I love talking about stuff like that. I find all that neat and fascinating.
Yeah, I need to find out more about her. I'm gonna try to track her down for this show
Yeah.
because, I mean, she's been in the band for like at least 10 years, and it's
Oh
just like
yeah.
I don't know anything about her really, which is great. Something to find out. Should throw us a curveball and make the next line the X. That would be interesting.
Oh, I love the X Cops, man.
Yeah. That'd be something.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw the X Cops, man.
Yes, Monster in My Pocket. I remember those. Yeah, exactly. You could have muscle-like
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah.
Tell me about the X-Cops.
Yeah, so I saw them when they first toured with GWAR.
Nice. I was 10. I didn't make it.
Yeah, because me and my because back in the day, a lot of the GWAR opening bands weren't so great. So Brad and I, we were just sitting at the Trocadero. I don't know if you know much about Philly.
Yeah, I played there once.
Yeah.
I
So
think.
you know how there's that small, like when you first come in, there's that small bar in front.
I don't really remember.
Yeah,
I was
so we were
mostly
sitting there.
backstage because I was playing with Green Jelly.
Oh, okay. So we were sitting there and we're listening to the music and we started hearing the X Cops. We're like, yeah, these guys are pretty fucking cool. I like these. And then Brocky
Oh, you didn't know yet?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we didn't know who they were. They're just, okay, bunch of guys dressed up like cops, all that. Yeah, they look cool. And then Brocky started singing and we're like, dude, that's GWAR. GWAR is literally opening for GWAR.
Yeah.
And we thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first time I actually saw the X Cops.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw them a couple times when they came back, of course. Including the last show they ever did as of now in Brooklyn, where everyone had like crazy sicknesses and possibly COVID going around. Everyone was sick. Man.
Yeah, they came to Philly, what, a couple months ago? Because
it was
there was
probably the day
Speedball.
before. It was probably the day after that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was the X Cops, Belushi Speedball, and then it was also Brent's band too.
Yeah. US Bastards.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was an awesome show.
I had to
was
make
a lot of fun.
make it for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know of Max. What? Oh, movies? Plural? What are we talking about?
He's talking about the Max from Image Comics.
There was never a Max movie, right? I mean, there was the cartoon series.
Yeah, I only know the cartoon series and the comic. I didn't know if they had like a movie.
I don't think so. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Blood Vomit. Okay, now we're getting real deep. That's way deep.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah, does everyone check out the Max? From Margaret? Yeah, I love her Instagram. I love her side quests. She always goes to like all these crazy places on tour, like weird video stores and stuff like that. Yeah, we need a Bone Snapper figure, man. Stop doing Bobby dirty like that. Oh, we do
Yeah.
have one. Where's my bone snapper? Wasn't he had one of these little guys? I can't find him right now. Huh.
I
That's
don't even think
concerning.
they made an official Bone Snapper figure, have they?
I thought he had one of these guys.
Yes, he did. You're right.
I
Yeah, I
know.
remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Barbells is like my favorite X-Cop song. I
Yeah.
didn't know for a long time that that was him singing. Killer Clouds, yeah. There is a Bone Snapper. I don't know where he is right now. Uh-oh, that's concerning. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hell of a time after this show putting my collection back together, because now I gotta fit this all back in there with the new figures, and that's gonna be a whole fucking task.
Yeah, I got to put these guys back on their shelf when we're done with this.
Yeah, I don't know where my Bone Snapper is. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna full screen you for a second.
All right.
So if you have any show and tell, I'm here. I'm just like looking in my GWAR cave behind me.
Well, there's a lot of cool stuff here.
Yeah,
I
show
mean,
us some cool stuff, man.
probably one
What's
of my
your favorite
favorite
thing?
pieces. And here, I'm going to pull him off of this shelf here. Here we go. Oops. Decompose. One of my favorite toys, man.
Oh wow, what's that from?
This is from the Inhumanoids. He's this decayed monster that lives underground, and he can actually capture people in his ribs. Now, this is an actual children's toy line.
Wow.
So he has all these organs and stuff, and then he captures people in it. And his mere touch turns you into a zombie, an undead horror. So this is one of my favorite pieces. I love this figure. I love the whole Inhumanoids toy line.
So is that like based on a show or a comic book or something?
Yes, there was a cartoon called the Inhumanoids. Check it out. It was a lot of
I can't
fun.
find my Bone Snapper. I'm just gonna say my cuttlefish ate him for now. Sorry, Bobby,
Yeah.
I did you dirty. It's here
That's
somewhere. I was right. I'm not crazy. There was a little Bone Snapper
Yeah,
guy.
there was a Bone Snapper figure. Yes.
I definitely had the whole set, so it's here somewhere, just in this mess, I guess. I don't know. Gotta figure that out. All right, what else? Yeah, what else you got, Rick?
So he's a good piece. I love this piece.
See, that's
And I
kind of
think
like a good model for what like the flesh column could look like, or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah. And he would go great with the GWAR figures.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, that's a good question I wanted to ask. Like, what universe of toys do you think these new Trick or Treat figures fits in best with?
Actually, I said that in my review. I thought they would go good with fantasy and sword and sorcerers.
Hmm.
Like, could you see these guys with Conan?
Right, but is that an existing toy line that exists already?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
Okay.
Conan figures out there.
And they're the same like size and sort of articulation and everything like that?
Yeah. Well, they're a lot more articulated, but I was going for the genre.
Yeah,
Like
right,
Dungeons
right.
and Dragons.
No,
like,
yeah, I get that. I want to know, like, what do you think this fits in with, like, design-wise best with, like, the size of them and everything? Is there anything that's, like, comparable to these?
That's probably the one issue with them
They don't
is
really fit anywhere, right?
yeah, because they're 5-inch figures.
Mhm.
Now most figures are either a 3-inch or a 6-inch.
So that's like a G.I. Joe
Yeah.
and then like a He-Man? or something?
He-Man would probably be about the 5-inch.
Yeah, but they're like a little thicker.
Yeah, like let's take him and put him
Mhm.
with him. So as you can see,
Okay.
he would work with your He-Man figures, but they're a lot more detailed than your Origin figures.
Mhm.
So even though they're sized with them, you know, the detail scale is totally off.
Right, gotcha.
You know, they're more like detailed like the Joe figures. But
Mhm.
the Joe figures kind of tower over them just a little bit, but not much.
Is that the new G.I. Joe figures? Because
Yes, this
those
is
look bigger than the old ones, right? The old ones were what, 3 inches?
yeah, 3 3/4. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, these are the new classified figures. I like these guys.
Okay.
They look really cool.
So I almost figured these would sort of work with the classic G.I. Joe figures, just because GWAR is supposed to be tall. They're supposed to be like 9-foot monsters, right?
Yeah.
But, like, they're never really to scale because their costumes are not that big.
Oh, yeah.
In actuality, you know, but I guess if you put a G.I. Joe next to this, you know, the scale would sort of be there. But the articulation is different for sure.
Probably work with my Berserk figures.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. You got Slan here. Get your head back on there, GD. She's probably about scaled with them.
Okay.
So
Does she
that's
move the same way?
no, these guys are a lot more detailed.
Okay.
They got a lot more points of articulation, arms. These are Japanese figures.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got wrist joints, elbow joints.
Oh, wow.
The GWAR figures aren't very articulated.
No, they could use, I mean, again, no complaints, but I could have used like well, I guess some of their elbows move, but they don't have the leg movements exactly.
Well, I
the
think
knees.
for these particular figures, the articulation they have works for them.
Right,
You
yeah,
gotta
that's
remember,
cool. The wrists move.
yeah.
That's kind of a good thing.
The only thing I would probably add to them is like a hip joint, like right at the hips, so you can get that torso twist.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
Totally.
take Stratos here, how he gets that twist in there.
Yeah.
So that would be the only thing I would want to add for
Which
them.
one was I twisting over here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one twists a tiny bit.
Yeah, well, he has that, and then he has the two shoulder. He don't have any
Yeah.
real points of
No,
articulation.
not really.
But yeah, but for these figures, the amount of articulation they have works for them, because you got to remember, for every point of articulation, you lose sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for example, let's take ball sack here. Let's get this out. So you get this little bit of a twist here. All right.
Yeah.
So you get some.
There's like
good,
a wrist. There's
yeah,
wrist
but you
kind
get
of
some good
movement.
sculpting in there. But now let's take Stratos. He has all this, articulation in here, but you lose sculpting because now you don't have all that detail running into it because they have to cut to make that movement.
Right on. Yeah.
So with figures, you have to decide what are you mainly looking for. Are you looking more for sculpting or articulation?
This is a pretty good balance with the GWAR figures.
Yeah, with the GWAR figures, this works perfect. But now, like let's say you get Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a different story. Spider-Man, you're going to want all the articulation because Spider-Man bends in all sorts of ways.
Right.
Especially after McFarlane, started drawing them and, some of the goofy poses So him, you would want a lot of points of articulation. GWAR, this works fine.
Oh, that's another one I have. I have a McFarlane Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
From back in the 90s.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I heard a lot of people saying, oh, man, McFarlane should really make GWAR figures. No, he shouldn't.
No, you don't think so? I mean, I guess it would fit in like the KISS universe.
No, because the problem is old McFarlane, I would like to make GWAR figures.
I haven't
New
kept up
McFarlane,
much. No, I mean, all my McFarlane knowledge of toys is back from like the 90s. I guess probably the last ones I bought were like the KISS Psycho Circus era.
Yeah. Because, see, back in the day, McFarlane did really good detail to his figures. He was known for the details. New figures, not so much.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, because I got a bunch of his Warhammer figures, and the paint ain't what I would expect a McFarlane toy to look like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I guess it just fit because he was the first toy line that I can remember making like rock stars. There was like the Ozzy Osbourne, and I think I have an Alice Cooper somewhere.
Like this guy. He's a Warhammer dude made by McFarlane. He's a Necron. All right? Now, back in the day, McFarlane, this thing would have paint detail all over, like this face would be painted in. There's no paint to the face. The screws aren't painted. He just looked average. He's a cool looking figure, but he doesn't look McFarlane good. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Actually, he would fit good with these guys too.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
See, I guess they are kind of McFarlane sized figures. I have a Freddy Krueger somewhere too, But they're all back from the 90s, I believe.
90s McFarlane.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I had the movie poster with him.
Yeah.
I have it over in my DVD collection in a different room.
Now, if you really want to get cool with the GWAR guys, here you go. You have GWAR versus Cthulhu.
Oh, okay. Well, that would fit because of the cuttlefish and everything.
Yes. So you could have GWAR fight Cthulhu, man.
Oh, wow. Who made
you
that?
You work with them, too. Scale-wise.
Yeah, yeah. Who made the Cthulhu?
This is a rare figure.
Mm-hmm.
In the mid 90s, there was a toy line called Nightmares of Lovecraft.
Mm.
And they made 3 figures. So they made Cthulhu, Dagon, and they made the Ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
These things are hard as hell to find.
Interesting.
And this one's a variant too. Like the original Cthulhu was a green. This one's a black variant.
That looks very delicate, like that, and pretty very big and detailed.
Yeah. Well, he has some pretty good
cool.
points of articulation and stuff to him. He's
Nice.
not very delicate, but he's cool as shit looking. I'm a huge Lovecraft fan. I love Lovecraftian stories, so this is just a neat piece.
Well, here's my Lovecraftian toy.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely
The
put
the cuttlefish of
horror
Cthulhu.
right into you.
Right.
You know, that would definitely put some cosmic horror into you.
Right.
But
That's
yeah, so
cool.
that guy could definitely go good with them.
Skullhead toy could be in a vat of blue gizmoglobin with Flopsy. Yeah, imagine like a whole like a play set of like the homogenizer and everything. That'd be
Oh
sick.
yeah, that would be
love the
awesome.
clowns. Yeah, Killer Clowns is great.
I'm a huge Killer Clowns fan.
I can't collect all this stuff. I just love it. You know, the Cthulhu rocks. Hell yeah, Gary Scott.
Yeah.
Well, I think we went through all of everything. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was cool. More GWAR toys. The next time they come out, we'll do this again.
Yeah, well, the one thing I really want to ask Matt about is how well did this do? I mean, to you and me, you know, it looks like it did great. It depends what numbers Trick or Treat wanted for this.
Yeah.
Because Matt kept on saying, if this does great, there's a wave 2. So I'm wondering what he actually has planned for a wave 2 and if I could get that out of him.
Yeah, well, let me know. Like, text me tomorrow night if you find out. Or
well,
whatever.
hopefully, if it goes right, I might actually
have a
get
little
him
video
on film.
Great, even better.
Yeah. So,
well, I imagine they're just about sold out. Are they even still available? Can you still buy them?
Yeah, you can still get them.
Okay.
The nice thing about Trick or Treat is they went all out. So they most of your online stores had them, like Big Bad Toy Store did. I think Planet Earth did, and a couple
does that
other
count
ones.
as sales? Like if a store buys a whole bunch of them, that counts as like a sale to them, right? And then it's the supplier their problem getting rid of them. Probably.
Yeah, but I think there's more to it than that. I'm not 100% sure because the problem is if a toy line, like let's say Big Bad Toy Store buys a bunch of these GWAR figures and they don't sell, well, now they're stuck with them and they're not going to buy them again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the figures don't move, then they're not going to want to promote them again because nobody wants to be stuck with them on their
let's
show.
hope. It seems like they did pretty well.
Oh yeah,
my perception is that like these went pretty fast.
And the worst thing you ever want to do is see your toys at Ollie's.
Right. Yeah.
That means you did real bad.
No, these are good ones. These are good ones. GWAR, Trick or Treat, good job. We want more of those.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
We don't want any more of these, even though they're very cool. We don't want any more of those.
No, I want to see more of this. I definitely want to see more of this.
Yes.
You know, this is the line. This is what I want to see. I love the detail. I love these figures overall. I want to see more of it.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of fans want to.
You finally did it after 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah, this was something that I always wanted because my whole life I've been a big nerd, and that's part of the attraction
exactly
that GWAR had to me.
Exactly.
You know, giant space monsters, heavy metal music. Where can you go wrong?
I'm sold. I think I'll make a show about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let's end it with this. Like, beyond the toys, like, do you have any good GWAR stories, like personal stories that are maybe worth sharing? Or like, do you remember the first time you saw them? Where was it and when was it?
The first time I saw GWAR was at the Trocadero, and it was for their, not the Torty Scum, but the one after it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the one where
with this gore, like the Cyber Gorgor and everything. The slave
Yeah,
revolt.
that was where Techno was trying to take control of the slaves. They had the weird little helmets on.
I never got to see it live, but oh my god, that's one of my favorite tours of all time. Like the
Oh, yeah.
set list and the theatrics, that's like
Well, I'll tell
perfect
you what,
GWAR show.
that was probably the best tour to see first, like your first
Yeah,
GWAR show.
absolutely. Yeah, everything's
Because
downhill
the
from
best
there.
part was the beginning. All right, so we're sitting in the pit,
Mhm.
and opening bands do their thing. Well, now you see the living embodiment of evolution, Recon Ancon or whatever on the
Anton
side.
Rincom, yeah.
Yeah. So you hear him do his whole thing, and you're like, all right, that's cool. All of a sudden, you have Prestige
Oh
come
yeah,
out.
Prestige, yeah.
And when Prestige comes out and they do the Masturbate song,
Mhm.
it isn't just like 3 seconds of a
No,
song.
it's like 10 minutes. It
Yeah.
fucking goes on forever.
Yeah. So you're sitting there listening. It's like, okay, is this really GWAR or is this another band opening for them? What is this? And you're sitting there and all of a sudden, like they had this big tarp that looked like a giant wall.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden you hear Hammer and the Bone kick in and you see them come out
Yeah.
from the middle of it. And it was just pure. It was just a great way for a first GWAR experience.
And what an amazing set opener.
Yeah.
Ham on the Bone, like just pure energy.
Yeah, it was just a great way to start the show. And then it was all uphill from there for the rest of the show.
Oh yeah, that show was incredible. I think that's my favorite. Besides maybe the 1993 tour, where they the Halloween tour where it was before Toilet came out, but it was after they recorded it, so it was the only time Bishop was playing bass like with those songs at the time.
Yeah.
That's maybe my favorite, but before that, probably the Slave Revolt tour is like the best set list I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely the best. The other funny story I have is, so my buddy Brad came up to me one day, right? And he's like, yo, Rick, man, I just got the latest GWAR tape. Because, this is back in the day of VHS. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, yeah, it's called Phallus in Wonderland. All right, that sounds cool. No, you don't get it. They cut off his dick and put it on trial. Get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you talking about? It's like, no, man, you got to watch it. So we go over. I was like, holy shit. They actually did. And it was fucking hilarious. I love Phallus in Wonderland.
Yeah, we need a Dick Boner figure.
And it's funny, too, because I think that was don't quote me on this, but that's, I think, one of the first projects that Bobby was in, because in the beginning, he's young.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, he's almost teenager age in the
when he's got the cook through his mouth and everything.
Yeah. He's just a little skater punk, doing his thing, and then here Sleazy runs him over and offers him some crack.
Yeah.
Because when my buddy told me that, I was like, get the fuck, nobody's doing a movie like that. Sure it was. I was like, dude, I'm hooked. I'm really hooked.
I mean, I love Skullhead Face. That's my favorite, but Phallus, of course.
Skullhead Face is great.
I think Skullhead Face is one of the best B movies ever made. Just like, even if GWAR was just characters in that movie and didn't exist anywhere else, that's such an amazing weird movie.
It was weird and fun. I really enjoyed Skullhead Face. I enjoyed that one a lot. I mean, Phallus would come first and then Skullhead. And then I guess somewhere in there you got to put It's Sleazy.
I mean, I guess that's considered a movie. I consider that less of a movie. I don't know. I guess they would consider that a movie, but I'm really excited to see what they do next with film, because I know they're trying to work on something. And I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Too. I would like to see them do film.
Yeah.
And I would like to see them do more. And I think I told Matt this once. I love the GWAR comics that they have out now, but I would like to see them actually go back to the Slave Pit funnies again, to where you have like a segment of GWAR, then you have other stories in the universe.
Right. Yeah.
Because I loved how they expanded themselves with the Slave Pit funnies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like your, one story that's GWAR, and then you might have the War Ghoul story.
Right.
And then you have, the origin story of Zipper Pig.
Yeah. Well, I think at the time they probably just had all this stuff lying around more or less. Like, I don't know if they're as active. Those guys are fucking busy, man. I don't know how much time they have just like doodling comics these days.
Well, I think a lot of the Slave Pit funnies were actually from the old mind control.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
stories
They
from them, 'cause they had
repurposed a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great. And, you know, maybe they could get like a Chuck to do a comic or something, you know,
Yeah, that'd be cool because I'd like to
get
because
him
like I
back
said,
involved a little bit.
yeah, I'm a huge comic book nerd. Like you can't see it in this, but I have like 20 long boxes, no joke, sitting
Mhm.
over here full of comics.
Yeah. Did you read the new one that came with the new record?
Yes. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
okay with more of that. Like if every
Yeah.
record came with a little comic book now, like that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, almost like the old Green Jello days. Remember, like the first 2 albums had the little mini comic
Oh,
in them?
wait. Have you seen these yet? Hold on, I'm gonna full screen you for a second. Do I have them over here? I must have them over here somewhere. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can grab it. Show us something cool, Rick.
This monstrosity here. Fucking Cobra Hiss, man. This is huge.
Oh wow.
You know, this was a special vehicle. Like you can't buy this at a store. This was a HasLab only. This thing is huge.
Does that fit the 3 1/4 inch or the new one?
6 inch. These are 6 inch figures. This thing was like expensive. It has working lights on it, dashboard, the
cool.
whole 9 yards to it.
Yeah, maybe GWAR needs a vehicle. They need to build their bat-shaped helicopter to fit those figures into. That'd be nuts.
There you go.
Oh, hell
Nullsec
yeah.
is now
All right.
part of Cobra.
Nice.
Working the cannon. The
Hell
new
yeah.
war goal.
There you go. War Goal. That's another thing I have it, but I never actually read the whole thing.
I have the war goal book.
Yeah, I have it back there. I got to read that one day. Maybe I should read it on the air. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Here's what I wanted to show you. I don't know if you knew about this. It just came out a couple of weeks ago or months ago, and it's the old. So Green Jello was supposed to have a comic book series with DC back in the 90s, and I guess it got scrapped.
About that.
They actually put them out finally, and they finished it up. And there's
I saw those.
There's a series of like 6 of them.
Yeah.
So here they are, you know. So
Man.
I haven't actually read these yet. I'm a bad band member and I have not been keeping up with it or going on the tour. I missed the whole last tour, but I heard it was fun.
Yeah, I saw those. I think I might have saw it on their Facebook or something.
Yeah, they were like kickstarting it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Indiegogo. But the first one, this is actually old from the 90s. I actually had seen these before, this comics, this issue. And then I guess they had written a couple more, but they never had them produced. So they actually produced them now. So it's very cool. Green Jello comics.
Nice.
Finally exist for, you know.
Now, do you get those
$6.66? No, I did the Indiegogo just like a fan. I didn't get any perks for this one, and it's too bad. I don't know. I doubt they used my character in here at all, but that'd be cool if they did. I think you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah. Now, did you buy that online from them, or did you get them?
This was from the Indiegogo campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just did, did my normal pledge, or
yeah.
I just got the basic. I didn't get any cool perks, but I needed, of course. Like I've been a member of this band for almost 20 years, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, I love that Rock and Roll Pumpkin cover, man. That looks wicked.
Yeah, this is really great.
Now, did they do all the art for it, or did they have somebody do the art for them?
I think it was different people involved with the band did it.
All right.
Well, the first one, of course, is just a reprint. I don't know who did the original ones back in the 90s, but let's see. Artie Banks, written by Bill Manspeaker, covered by Johnny P. He does all those yucks, all the characters have their different like yuck logos. Yeah. So he does all those. Edited by Rob Gabriel. So I don't know who Artie Banks is. I guess he did the artwork. I've never met Artie. I don't know if he's a member or just like a freelance guy or what. but
I
they're
saw
very
Green
cool.
Jello in the 90s.
Really? Tell me about that.
Yeah, when they first came out, because it was a long list of people too. It was like, I think Green Jello was like the first. Then it was like Propane.
Oh yeah, and Testament.
Testament. Yep.
Yeah, that was their 190s tour.
Yep. And I remember jumping up on stage and bowing to the cow god because they're doing Obey the Cow God, and there I am on stage. Because this is before barriers. So you could just get up on stage, jump around like an asshole, and jump off.
Well, yeah, he likes that anyways. He's really into the audience being on stage, and I've seen a lot of band members get a lot of kind of pissed off about it over the years.
Because that's like, he was known as the moronic dictator then.
Yeah, yep.
Back in the moronic dictator days, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a show. That was a lot of fun.
That would have been really cool to see. Yeah, actually, Green Jello predates GWAR by a couple years, actually. So they're actually like 43 years old now, I think.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Because then when Serial Killer came out, that was like at least 10 years into their career already.
Yeah, because Three Little Pigs, blew up, and then everybody and their mother decided that they wanted to sue them.
Right, which was great publicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metallica and Jello, Kraft Foods tried to sue them, I think. Yeah, great.
General Mills, I think.
Maybe it was General Mills, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's where they got most of the characters, the serial characters.
Oh, yeah, I think they had problem with their video when they were chopping off their heads, GWAR style.
Well, see, the problem was if I remember right, I don't think they knew any better that they had to pay rights for these characters.
Well,
so you have the Tricks Bunny on there. You have
yeah,
Lucky Charms. You have Tony the Tiger was actually in a news article in it. So
Toucan, Son of Sam.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like they could probably get away with parody law.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Don't quote me on that, but parody, I think they could probably get away with a lot of that. I don't know about the Metallica thing. I think they had to pay that one out, but
yeah,
they made so much money on that album, I'm sure, the record company, that that was no big deal to them.
I still have my original Green Jello CD at home.
Oh, yeah.
Upstairs with the wall sticker on it. Like, you know what the wall is, right?
Oh, yeah. Dude, my original copy of Scum Dogs came from the wall.
Yeah.
And I can't get that fucking sticker off that case. Because it was like a guarantee, right?
Lifetime guarantee.
Lifetime guarantee, of course, until that store doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And now I'm just stuck with it. I think it's on my original Scum Dogs. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I may have replaced the case. I have a weird one where the parental advisory is actually on the back, and I used to cover it up with my wall sticker.
Huh.
But I may have changed. I may have finally gotten it off one of those days. But yeah.
Yeah,
Good
no,
times. The wall. Yeah, I had one in my local mall.
Yeah, I think my Scum Dog still has the wall sticker on it.
That's, I think, where I bought my Skullhead VHS as well back in the day.
Yeah, I
at
wish
the Nanuet Mall. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have never got rid of the VHSs. I have them all on DVD now, but
yeah,
I had all of them
have
on
is,
VHS.
Yeah, the only one I don't have is Phallus in Wonderland, and a bunch of people keep saying they're going to give me one, and I never got one. So if anyone wants to give me a Phallus VHS, I'll take it off your hands. That's a weird gap in my collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on VHS, and well, I kind of didn't buy it. I kind of hustled a friend out of it because I had the full size Danzig cross when I was in high school. You know, the big one. And my one buddy was a huge Danzig fan, so I was like, "Well, what do you got for trade?" "Oh, well, I got Phallus in Wonderland." "Nah, not good enough." "I got Live from Antarctica." And I wound up getting those two off of them, and I think I actually
That's a pretty good trade.
Hello off of them too.
Okay, cool.
So it's like, thank you. Here, you can have the cross. Because I was a bigger GWAR fan than I am a Danzig fan.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a bigger Misfits fan than a Danzig fan.
Yeah, I love the old school Misfits, dude.
Of
Jerry
course.
Only is one of the nicest fucking people I ever met, too.
He poured me beer from his own cup once.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I was like, my friend, he was going to the Flag show, you know, Flag, the guys from Black Flag.
Yeah.
And he was just hanging out before the show at like the local bar. My friend's like, "Yo, I'm hanging out with Jerry Only. Come by here before the show." I just sit in the booth and I get a beer. I'm sitting next to Jerry, and my beer's getting low, and he's just like, "Hey, kid, you need some more beer?" And he just like starts pouring me beer. And I'm like, "This is fucking cool."
Well, I met Jerry Only in New York.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
promoting the American Psycho album. The whole band
Mm.
was, and they were
Mhm.
at a shoot, what was that magazine? Fangoria
Fangoria.
convention. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So they were there promoting that, and I got to hang out with them for the weekend, which was really nice.
Yeah.
That was a fun weekend too, because D. Snyder was there too, because he was promoting Strangeland.
Which I'm hoping gets a special edition at some point. That needs to be on like a Blu-ray.
That was a great movie.
Yeah,
It
I
don't
love
get the love that
Strangeland.
it should. You
And
know?
you know, the band in that Bile, I'm friends with those guys.
Oh, really?
I've like yeah, Christoph's on one of my records and stuff like that. Like,
oh, nice.
Where, you know, when you hang out in New York long enough, you get to know all these people.
Oh, I bet you do. Yeah.
I don't know if I was almost a member of Bile, but he did ask me to be in like a solo project with him once, and it didn't happen. But yeah, like I know that. I know those guys. Cool guys.
Yeah.
Bile, check them out, you guys. They used to tour with GWAR.
Yeah, I think I've listened to some of their stuff before.
Yeah, go check them out.
Yeah. I don't know,
All
I've
right.
heard so many freaking bands over the years. I've lost track.
Yeah, well, Bile, I've always loved Bile, and
Yeah.
Strangeland was a huge part of that growing up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
very cool. And I'm like ripping the fucking like liquid latex off his face and everything. I love
Call
that.
me Captain Howdy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That I think that the movie's gonna be re-released probably soon. Hopefully like a director's cut, because it deserves it.
Oh yeah.
It's stuck on VHS and DVD, and that's just a shame.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've exhausted this episode.
Yeah.
2 hours and 20 minutes. How about that?
Oh, really? Wow. It
Yeah,
doesn't
can you
even
believe
feel
it?
that long.
I know. Bobby was also in Live from Antarctica. Was he? Yeah, I believe that. He was kind of like in and out in those days.
Yeah, I think he might have been a slave in that one.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that was only like a year or so
Yeah.
beforehand. Well, Rick, thank you so much for talking.
No problem, man.
I've been needing to talk about GWAR toys, and you were the perfect vessel for that.
Well, good. I'm glad I appreciate you inviting me on to this. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if they ever do more, we can do this again. Oh, I have to do some GWAR news before we leave. It's been a huge week for GWAR, you guys. Not only were they on what is this called? The John Oliver show last I can't ever say the name of it. The Last Week Tonight or whatever the fuck it's called. Did you see it?
I saw clips from it. Yeah.
Yeah, go watch it. I watch his show regularly anyway, so it was like super cool. And of course,
The Simpsons. Yeah.
I haven't watched this one yet. Maybe I'll watch this tonight. But how like two giant like references in popular media in 1 week, and it's their 40th anniversary tour, like the
Yeah.
action figures. Good times for GWAR right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then of course I finally finished watching the Joe Bob episode. Did you see this one?
No, I haven't got around to seeing that one yet.
Very cool, very cool. And even Margaret gets a line in it. So yeah, I think she's coming up as a character, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I would like to see her do more as a character. I think she would be a great addition to the band.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for a
absolutely.
while. I think I've said that to them a couple times. Like, yeah, because I think they were looking for the female character to fill the GWAR woman.
Yeah, well, I don't know if anyone can fill that role, but just
No,
less,
not. Yeah, I'm not saying she could be
less dicks
Prime
and
Minister.
man ass, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but she could be her own character.
Yeah, exactly.
do her own thing, and that would be cool, you know.
I think she's slowly coming out of the shell, which is great to see. I encourage more of it, and I definitely want her to come on the show and talk.
Well, yeah, well, being on stage isn't, easy thing for some people. I used to do theater back in the day. So, it's easy for us to sit here and say, "Oh man, yeah, get on stage, talk to people," but a lot of people
I get it. It's just, but it's almost like I didn't even know she was in the band for a long time.
Oh yeah.
She's been in the band for like 10 fucking years, dude. That's like a quarter, of their existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of her because why not? The more the merrier.
Yeah,
I mean, she is on stage in costumes, but not as her character, She's like a lot of the victims.
Started doing that a couple of years ago, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't even know if she started touring with them when she was first in the band. I don't think so.
Because I noticed that a couple of years ago, you started seeing her like behind the scenes with her costume on.
Yeah.
Before she was like really, really behind the scenes, but then you started seeing her like she had her own costume.
Yeah.
She was also in the Cutter video.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was an awesome video. I like that video.
That's what I'm gonna work. Yeah, I want more music videos like that, like, and I imagine that the modern GWAR movie would be more like that than like the 90s stuff, which is awesome. I want to see that. Well, that's what I'm gonna strive for. I want to get her, and I want to get Scott also on the show if I can get him. Scott Bryant.
Yeah.
Also Scott Crawl, if anyone can find that fucker, but that's a different Scott.
Yeah, I think he's well into retirement these days. Crawl.
Oh yeah, I mean he's not involved anymore, I don't think, but I'd love to talk to him. I don't know if anyone can get in touch with Scott Crawl. Tell him I'm looking for him, and Scott Wolf too.
Yeah, so the last time I saw Crawl was at the Brocky birthday bash. That's the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am putting it out into the universe publicly, and we'll see what comes back to me. All right, dude, I gotta get out of here. It's almost midnight over here in New York.
Yeah,
and for you too in Philly. Yeah. You got a GWAR show to go to tomorrow. I got a GWAR show to go to on Friday.
So yeah, man,
we're gonna see GWAR, and definitely. I mean, holy shit, the Dwarves and Helmet alone, that's a show right there.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, add GWAR to it, and you're like, holy shit. I love the Dwarves, man.
No, there's going to be a lot of energy in this show. I can tell, right?
And Helmet, wow. Like,
yeah.
Fucking Betty's one of the best records of the 90s, And in the meantime and everything. Hell yeah.
I haven't seen Helmet in ages, man.
I saw him once do the Betty album. That was probably like 10 years ago, so be cool to see him again for sure. Yeah. All right, this is very cool, man. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me.
Hell yeah. And everybody, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Help me fight the algorithm. Go follow us on all the things. I'm most active on Instagram, and there's at Rick's Picks 2020, I believe, on Instagram, right?
Yep. My main channel is on YouTube.
Yes, right. Go subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And that's it. I don't have any shows booked at the moment, but I'm seeing GWAR this weekend. I'm sure something will come up, and you'll know about it soon. So follow us for more. Bye.
Like, share.